Hi, everybody. Hope everybody's doing wonderful on this day of Wednesday. We have a great show for y'all. And who's going to be joining us on today's show? Brett Sheridan's here. Yes, right. And RB3 and Ben Goddard. He's also around. I can give you one wild guess on who's going to be late today. Is it Kate Mulligan or is it Bonnie Somerville? Or guess what? Is it both? Up to you to decide. See you in a little bit, motherfucker.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Sloppy Ball Show. It is SEN Live. That's right. Sheridan Entertainment Network Live. Myself, Kristian Harloff. Thank you very much for joining us here today. Joining us, the engineer extraordinaire. He is the man. He is the director of them all. He is RB3. He is not respectful. He is the stealer of bagels. He is Ben Goddard. Look at him over there. There he is in the corner today. I'd like to thank Bonnie Somerville for being here today. Bonnie, thank you so much for being here.
Thank Bonnie.
Bonnie.
Thank you.
Well, Brett Sheridan is here. Kay Mulligan.
Kay.
Brett and
the Dream Team is back. We're doing something
so
goofy.
Sad. It's really sad. We took a.
Oh, there she is.
Oh, she made it.
Making out with Bonnie in her car.
You were just making out with Bonnie in her car?
Not.
Oh, how was that?
Why did you say that? I was not.
Was it delicious?
There's no way I'm making it.
I know.
Why don't you come around this side, you
I'm
idiot?
huge. I'm huge.
What are you doing?
Let's give
This is like watching
No,
apes
sit
fiddle
down,
sticks.
sit down. No, sit down. I want to give the people what they want.
What are you doing? Are you gonna do it?
Yeah.
You guys gonna fuck?
Oh, you're going.
Sitting in a room
Oh, you're going.
Here we go.
full
What
of
is this?
fucking
Sit. Just sit down. Sit down. Will you right now? Sit. So, Kate, no, sit down. Kate, answer. Answer.
Hashtag me too. Hashtag me too.
What on earth is that?
What a disaster. An absolute disaster that was. How did that feel for
We
you?
had so much fun without you on Monday.
I'm sure you did. That's
Oh,
why the show
man.
was one of the lowest rated in history. No, I'm kidding. Actually,
Oh,
it really well.
no.
It did well. No, it did
Second
well. It did
lowest,
really
second
well.
lowest.
It was good. Second lowest. I did listen to it. It was really good. It was
Hi,
a lot
buddy.
of fun, and you guys did a great job. And apparently, Roka doesn't think oral is cheating.
He was like, yeah, if Ellis gets you off, it's not cheating, right? Because you got off. And it's like, what math are you using?
Yeah, I don't know if I like the hair in your mouth or if I don't like it. I think you should keep it.
I don't know if I like the hair on your.
Oh,
I don't know. I
no,
got
that wasn't good.
What's
You're
worse,
usually-
the hair in her mouth or the accent she does for the?
Yeah. Let's open it up, guys. Let's open it up. Let's open it up.
I made a
really-
decision about that. I'm going to tell you about it off air. I made a decision.
You did?
I did. I'll tell you about it off air.
Well, a lot of people have made decisions, but you're my boss. So
We're
your
gonna talk-
decision.
we'll-
Your
we'll-
decision.
we're gonna
your
talk about
decision stay.
This is
Listen, everybody.
a
we are-
well-oiled machine.
Well, the well-oiled machine that we have is going to be taking place in New York.
Oh, wow.
That is right. We're going to be. So here's the thing that we're going to do today. Obviously, we're going to go through all the questions. Streamlabs.com/theschmodown and Super Chat. We're going to get through everything today. Tomorrow is going to be a little bit of a different show because John Roca will again be hosting the show. And we are going to have Ben Bateman on. RB3 will still be here. Goddard will be here. And for the first hour, it'll be a normal SEN Live. And then because we couldn't do a pre-tape of Backstage or do Backstage at the normal time, the second half of the show will be Backstage. So you get an hour of SEN Live tomorrow, an hour of Backstage tomorrow. And then we'll split them up. And any questions that the guys don't get to tomorrow from Streamlabs or Super Chat, myself and Kate will answer at the live show on Friday at the New York Comedy Club, which tickets are still available if you're around. Come check us out, and you get half off if you go and buy a ticket to Mark Ellis's show. So if you bought a ticket for Mark Ellis's show, you get half off for the SEN Live show. So make sure you go and check that out. It's myself, Kate, Ben. Andrew Guy's going to try to get there, but former UFC welterweight champion, UFC legend, Matt Serra will be there, and RB3. So it's going to be a hell of a show, you sons of bitches.
Total FOMO, man.
Yeah, you should. Well,
And if you'd like to get to Brett's son's birthday party,
Yeah.
he will give you details about that for this
I
weekend.
was trying to help you. I was trying to get you there. But, RB3, is another person that can tell how much I was trying to help Brett? No.
You, I'm trying to help you, motherfucker.
That lady, by the way, did you listen to the show yesterday? No. Why would you? That lady that we played, she went on this rant, clearly out of her gourd. This woman, this poor lady, and I say poor lady because even though she's a terror, she popped up on 3 different videos in the same day by 3 different cameras, right? And there's one where she's going nuts at the one that we played yesterday. Then she's screaming and yelling at this poor guy in a supermarket, and then she's yelling at a bus driver or something, and she starts doing a chicken dance in the middle of the road, and she's rolling around on the grass. Screaming. It's like this. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, she did show up. She is the Bonnie Somerville, the Bonnie Somerville. What happened? What's wrong?
What?
She did. No,
You
she
were
didn't
here
make
before me.
I know, I was just freshening up.
Oh, freshening up.
No,
Good for you.
Bonnie was here before me,
No,
guys.
what's wrong?
Nothing, just busy.
Just busy?
Busy.
One of those days?
Yeah, I just got back from New York. It was like
How
a
was it?
whirlwind.
How was New York?
It just happens at once.
We're going to New York tomorrow.
Congrats.
Not
Not
me.
him.
She looked at the one person.
She just assumed that would be the treat for this guy. Like,
Yeah.
well, he's probably never goes anywhere.
No, but I did confirm with both you and Bonnie yesterday, and I put it out there, and there is an official match for the Schmodown. We are doing the taping. I'm not going to tell you guys when we're taping, but in February, we're going to have a match between Corruption's Bonnie Somerville and the Den's Brett Sheridan.
Am I getting flown somewhere for it?
Yeah, the Burbank. You haven't earned a live event yet.
What?
You haven't earned a live event yet.
Don't even try me.
After this match.
I've known you since day one.
What does that mean? You gonna sell tickets? You got to sell tickets. I actually think
Are
that
you
you.
kidding me? She's the biggest name we have.
I do think Bonnie would be. I think
I
people.
was a bridesmaid at your fucking
I
wedding.
do think that you two. I think that if I put you on an undercard, people actually would come to watch that. But again, we're not going to be. It's going to be a little bit.
I ain't
If you
doing
win,
anything for free anymore. Okay.
you just shouldn't have to. The Schmodown ain't free. So anyway, so that's going to happen. Bonnie Somerville's Corruption, who still hasn't gotten in touch with her manager. We'll make sure that happens. So she asked
I
me.
was at a memorial.
I know you were.
Excuse
I know
me.
you were. I
It's
told you
always
that.
about Kristian. It's always
About me?
the show.
About me?
Always.
I didn't say
always,
that.
always.
She asked me.
Someone could be in the ER.
Fucking accuser.
Like, hey,
Oh,
it's
she
like,
didn't. She can't hear
I
it because
really
she's
want
not a
you-
professional. She doesn't have her.
She's been trying to put a
She is
sweater on for 30
professional.
minutes.
She's such a professional. She wanted to not. She didn't want to have to take them off while she was putting her sweater on. I will
Right?
defend
Am
her.
I
Please.
right? Am I right? Someone died in a car
No.
accident. But let me
You
ask you,
fucking
let me ask you a
accuser.
question.
That's what
Did
you
you
are.
happen to email back so and so?
That's right. Did you hear it? Do it again. Do it again.
You fucking accuser.
That's exactly what you are. Do
You
know that?
motherfucking accuser.
That's exactly what you are, Bonnie Somerville.
Oh God, that's that woman.
Did you see her? She popped in
Vibe.
3 videos. 3
That-
videos.
that
She
woman.
did a
Where
chicken.
in the-
She
where
did a
in-
chicken dance on the road and
She
started
was
rolling
like,
around in the
"Fuck
grass.
You don't tell me.
Give me another one, RB3.
Accuser of the fucking brethren, you motherfucker.
I'm trying to save you, you motherfucker.
That's we got that one too.
Fuck you. I'm trying to help you, motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
She changes. So,
Christian
Get the fuck out of here, you fucking accuser.
Christian has some notes for her about her accent.
Yeah. No, I think you should switch yours to that
you
one.
should be that.
Yeah.
That was the note. She's actually going to replace you. She's going to host it. There's going to be the manager of the
It was
den.
insanity.
It
Absolutely.
really. I mean, the
And then
definition of it.
And then one person was like, ma'am. She's like, don't call me ma'am, you fucker.
Oh yeah,
Who
yeah,
the
yeah. Oh,
fuck?
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, she went after. Well, no, the best is the way she transitioned out of it first. She's going nuts, and then she goes. The lady goes, "Ma'am," and she goes, "Yes." And then she just you're gonna burn in hell too, bitch. She's. I mean,
What
she's
a nightmare.
cuckoo pants. Cuckoo pants. Well, we've got the best of the cuckoo pants
I'm
show
sorry
here
you
today.
had a memorial, by the way.
Yes,
Thank you.
I did say that to you. Absolutely. And I
After
said,
he said, "Did you get
"Did
back
you
to
get
that
manager?"
email?"
Yes.
Yeah.
You had a
That's
whole
true.
plane trip on the back while you were mourning for your person that just passed
Do you know
away.
how
I have
excited?
nothing else to do.
No. Do you know how excited that doll gets when you come into the studio?
I could tell.
gonna-
We've
finally
talked.
gets-
We've talked about this on the air when you're not here. He gets so excited.
I could tell.
Yeah. Well, you guys have had a personal relationship. Look, yeah. Look at him. See, he's
He's nice to me.
Oh yeah, it makes sense. He's got his microphone in your mouth.
That's actually me being nice to him.
Yeah, that's the truth. That's the truth.
Yep.
It's early in the morning, but
Because that's what we do. It's us being nice.
yes, is that what it is?
Yes.
All right. Yes.
Yeah. How would you describe it?
I think
if
there's
not
enjoyment
us?
on both sides. No, all right, forget it.
Have you ever had a cock in your mouth?
No,
Okay. So how about you not tell me how much we enjoy it?
I didn't say that. I
I'm
said
just
it's- I
saying you
said-
think there's enjoyment on
Well, then
both sides.
people have been lying to me. All right.
Cheating, remember? Roca? Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Gave up.
It just
Yeah. So Bonnie, what do you think of the Clone Wars trailer?
yeah. I don't know what they're
Good. Glad you liked it. All right, guys, real quick, the Clone Wars trailer, it did drop either this morning or last night. Disney Plus, it will be on, it's coming up in February, season 7, I believe, the final season of the Clone Wars. And you guys are in for a treat. If you were a fan of the actual show itself, it aired on the Cartoon Network for a long time. And then I think the last season kind of came out on Blu-ray or DVD. But they finally announced it, I think, at Comic-Con last year, Filoni did, and this trailer looks like a continuation. He finally gets to close it up. So I like what I saw so far. You got a lot of Darth Maul in there. And it's going to be a kind of continuation to not wrap up, but kind of begin a lot of the stories that we see formulate in Rebels down the line. We saw a lot of Mandalorians in it. We saw, obviously, Bo-Katan. We saw Maul and Ahsoka. We were always wondering about that meeting because he referenced it in Rebels. So there's a lot of story that's going to take place and continuing on to Revenge of the Sith. So I enjoyed the trailer. RB3, did you get a chance to see it?
I did not get a chance to see
Nobody did except Ben. Ben, did you see it?
Yeah.
What did you think?
It looks great. I like that. And so I feel like it's going to take care of like Order 66 as well. A lot of people are trending that on Twitter.
Thank God.
Is-
Woo.
finally though.
We
Yeah,
were
I wanna hear-
worried.
I do want to trailer because
Well, let's get a real review first, and then we'll get to Brett.
no, I liked it. It just the only criticism is that we kind of know what happens to Darth Maul and Ahsoka Tano because of Rebels.
Yeah.
So like in those lightsaber fights, like there's no real risks because like okay, they're still alive.
Right.
But I still want to see what happens to them because they've done such a good job with this extended universe through the animated series that I'm really excited about it. And the voice talent behind all these characters are so good.
Yeah.
And it looks great. The animation has really stepped up its game, by the way. That was my one criticism of Clone Wars and Rebels. Like, it just feels a little hollow sometimes, but it looks so good for these 12 episodes. So it's going to be fun 12 weeks.
I wonder if they got Ian McDermott back for this, because they got him for Rebels. But they didn't.
I wouldn't doubt it.
They didn't use him for the Clone Wars series. I wonder if they're going to use him for this. Brett, what did you think of the trailer?
Well, I mean, you know, the Bo-Katan was a big thing for me.
That was your favorite.
I've been worried about that if they were
Yeah.
going to bring Bo-Katan back to the.
What do you like about him?
Well, he's probably one of the best as far as he's bipedal. I know that.
Right.
And
Do you think it was a stretch that they had Katie Sackhoff do his voice?
Yeah, it was a little. That was a little strange, but you know, I think I disagree with Ben. I thought that the animation was shit.
Fair enough.
And I felt like they were just making a bunch of stuff up. And that's my review. I can't say much.
Okay. Well, you didn't see it, basically.
No, well, yeah, but you actually didn't send that in the notes. I would have watched
I know.
that.
It came out
No,
this
I know.
morning. It came
I
out
know.
this
I
morning.
love that you're like, here are the notes for tomorrow.
Here, you
And
watch
then we
this
go-
chicken dance. See the chicken dance? There it
So
is. She's
here's
in
my concern about
Yeah.
this woman.
it. She's out of her mind. Yeah.
I know, but is she's ill?
I think so. I think they need to.
So we should probably.
My thing is, I think that they need to get her and put her somewhere.
Put her somewhere.
She just needs
Yeah.
to. Yeah, she needs to not be on the streets anymore. I feel.
Yeah,
feel
no,
really,
we shouldn't make fun of the mentally
I
ill,
feel
for sure.
I feel bad for sure for her. She needs to be. Look, the motherfucker thing. It's a good soundbite.
No, that's-
There's
it is
doubt
a- it's a
about
great
There's no doubt
soundbite.
It's
about it.
also the way all of a sudden she goes from like, oh, the Midwest to motherfucker.
Oh yeah,
It's like,
motherfucker.
all right, Brooklyn, settle down.
No, it reminds me of my friend John Pinto.
Fuck out of here, you fucking accuser!
Yeah.
I also have to say the fact that it's a woman makes it less scary. If this was a man behaving like this,
Oh, yeah.
nobody would have filmed it. There would have just been he would already be away. But like the
Also,
fact that
if
it's
it was
a woman,
a
she
Muslim
somehow-
woman or a
Oh,
black
yeah,
woman,
right, yes.
let's be real.
Let's be real.
Shit would have been taken down.
Yes.
Right.
True.
I just
She wouldn't be able to run around in the streets.
no, she would have been jumped and beat the
Right.
crap
That's a good
out of him,
point.
and that's what pissed me off.
Right.
That it's so blatantly.
Well, she had, right. She get in every video
white
except
privilege in that moment.
well, except for the chicken dance one. But the other two videos, it ends with her getting like locked up. Like what do they? Where do they put her?
If it was a black woman or a Muslim
No, I
woman,
know,
they
but-
would have jumped her. They wouldn't have even asked the
But
question.
I'm just saying, where do they put her? Like, where is she going? Like
They put her on a different street.
Where?
Asylum.
Well, she got out quick because she was in a video 10 minutes later. So that's what I'm saying. It's like they're not really doing. What are they doing? With
I think
her?
in those
It's like-
cases you have to have that. What is that thing that Britney Spears' family had? It's called the 10 something. There's a term when your parents, your loved ones are allowed to put you in involuntarily.
Is that what happened to Britney Spears?
Yeah, when she went
cuckoo with the umbrella.
when she went through all that, her family had. It's a word, 1039 or something. And thank God they did,
Right.
because look at, I mean, she completely got
It
better.
helped, yeah.
Yeah.
Never went back sober. Killed it. 7-year residency in Vegas, and is like, you
Right.
know, Britney Spears killing
Well,
it.
that's a problem with a lot of those. I know, especially like for rehab and
I
stuff
know I
like
just
that.
said
You
that
can
wrong, everybody, so don't hate me, please.
you can leave rehab. You can there's certain there's you
Unless it's a lockdown.
Yeah. So I mean, that's the biggest problems is that people decide, hey, I'm better, I'm out of here, and
Right.
they go start using
Right.
it again.
Mentally ill
I mean, this
people-
is mentally ill, but I mean, yeah, it's tough to get people the help they need. It's
Also, could have been meth. Seemed a little methy to me.
Well,
Accuser of the fucking brethren, you
Yeah.
motherfucker!
you are accusing her.
Yeah.
Someone said it sounds like Joan
The
Cusack.
brethren could have been, the drug dealers. We
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, that's
Do you,
what I'm thinking.
do you think
Seeing
it,
that
Like Breaking Bad, we call ourselves the brethren.
that's right. Do you think that it sounds
Know
like
my name.
Do you think it sounds like Joan Cusack?
Not quite as Midwestern, but
That's true.
almost close.
Close. All right. So someone wrote, so that trailer, huh?
Oh man.
Fair enough. No, I mean, look again.
Listen, we're talking about current events right now.
No, but I'm very curious. Like, again, when you guys put in streamlabs.com/Shimoda and we talk about, you can still ask any questions you want because let's not fool ourselves. The only one that can probably talk to you about the trailer, myself and Goddard and the Clone. Did you watch the Clone Wars?
I'm texting my mom to turn this on right away.
You
Don't.
should. That's fine. Did you watch the show?
I watched highlights of it. Like,
You didn't watch the actual show?
No, but I remember it coming on like when I was a kid, so I've seen like episodes of it, and I'm familiar with like the non-structural order of it. So I know like I've started it. I haven't finished it.
So,
Where is that? You told me there's a order
Wait.
that I should. Where can I find the
So
order
just
that we're supposed to watch?
literally
it?
just put chronological order of Star Wars, and I think it either pops up from StarWars.com or even IGN,
Okay.
and it'll give you a full list on how to do it. I started.
And all of Clone Wars before all of Rebels, or no?
Yes,
Okay.
I would watch all of Clone Wars first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does
especially
that make
now.
sense chronologically?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
because Clone Wars takes place right before Episode 3.
Okay.
And Rebels takes place after.
Okay.
So right before Episode 4. What was I going to say? There was something else I had that I want. Obviously, if you guys did not know, because a ton of you didn't because you used the code yesterday, we have a code for the Schmodown on Saturday night. And that code is Bloodbath because of what Sam Levine said was going to happen between Guy and Burnett. If you type that in, you get 20% off of tickets, and it's only available until tomorrow morning. But a lot of people didn't know about the code because a lot of you used it yesterday. You can get 20% off of tickets for Brooklyn.
What are the dates again, please? I have some people coming.
For Brooklyn? January 25th.
Okay. I have some of my peeps coming,
I would
so
love
if you
that.
hear a lot of motherfucker,
The
real one, not the soundbite.
Not the soundbite. So that there you go. So you can use that code. The other thing is I have another announcement for a match that has been confirmed for a February match. Besides RB3 and Ben Goddard, besides Bonnie Somerville and Brett Sheridan, there is another match that has been confirmed, and it is between the Dungeon and Swag, and that will be an Inner Geekdom match between Andres, Ace Cabrera, and the Spider, Robert Parker. Robert Parker is going to finally make that debut against Ace. And we were just talking about with RB3. If Ace pulls this off, it's like taking that big Olympic prospect and shutting him down right away.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is a 10th round pick going up against a 2nd round pick. So it's gonna be a big challenge for Ace. You know, what I mean, that's my podcasting partner. That's my boy. I'm gonna help him study as much as I can. But we're gonna get this done. You know, Robert Parker. We're not scared of Robert Parker. This is Swag Squad. Drip drip.
That's right.
That's my promo for today.
I like it. I like it a lot. So.
I also like RB3
drip,
is
like not a medical condition, but
No.
just
I just want to say something to Bonnie. The den.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Bonnie's like, what's the den? And who's in it?
Well, Brett's in the den.
I'm
She
in the den.
manages.
Yes.
Got some cute little.
I will say though, jokes aside though, Shannon's very excited to have Bonnie. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because Mike was the best actor in Corruption until
I know. Mike on the other hand, is probably
what
like,
am I gonna do? Like, be like,
you're gonna fuck him up. Is what you're
Yeah,
gonna do.
pretty
Widow?
much. I'm 100%. Well, no. Is this how you do this? 100%. I'm going to lose this.
do I just put you over my knee and spank you like a
That
bad
would be
boy?
better
That
than.
doll, apparently.
I think that would get more views than the actual match. So
I disagree. I think the match itself is going to do very well.
Also, you're underselling yourself. We are only 98% sure.
Yes.
We are only 98% sure
There
that
is
Bonnie
that-
wins that match. So
Yeah.
don't you
Or Bonnie
even.
shows up. So
Yeah.
come on, like, let's not get crazy.
That should actually be the promo. I showed up, bitch.
I showed up. That's my
Ah,
T-shirt.
T-shirts made.
I will. Okay.
I showed up, bitch.
Yeah, let's get to some of these streamlabs.com/the Schmodown. The Schmobot is on, by the way. So the Schmobot
But this
is
has
on.
gone down since I first came on the show.
That is
The doll? Oh,
This was up to you.
yes, it was. We destroyed it on after both Riley, Roxy, and everybody was
yeah.
on. We drained it. Would you like a shot?
Yeah.
Go ahead, take one. There's a glass right there.
Why aren't I still at an Irish memorial service?
That's right. That's right.
Oh,
So-
wasn't
you got
it
it right
Irish?
from the bottle. Look at the bottle.
Yes,
Look at you.
yes.
Yeah.
See that, Benny boy?
Get ready.
Look at that.
Cheap date, baby.
Oh, that's ill-advised.
Actually, this is not cheap.
No, it's not cheap.
No, that's
that
good
was a
stuff.
gift from Brianne Chandler for
I'm
Christmas.
cheap, but that is not cheap.
No, it was good. It's good stuff. Oh, it's very delicious.
It's so good.
Oh, mustard.
Oh.
Let's not be silly.
Oh my god.
Hello, Leo. Leo says it's nice to see Bagel Boy. No, that was from yesterday. So Pac-Man Dwayne. And then Blake. What does Blake say? Blake say, I say we find the one guy that didn't vote for Derek Jeter and unleash crazy Walmart lady on him. He needs our help. Yeah, that's like that one guy in that when Rotten Tomatoes is at 100% of a movie for like 3 weeks, and then the one ball bag, usually Armand White, who puts the negative review.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong. Like, I was a big fan of Armand White for like a long time, but he's
that
definitely,
guy.
Yeah, he's a contrarian for sure.
Because it's like, oh wait, which is the movie that everyone has 100%? Okay, because people look at your review.
Yeah.
So then you get this one guy. How do you not vote Jeter into the Hall of Fame? Yeah. Come on.
was probably the whole the drug scandals, right? Like
He was never part of any of those scandals.
but I don't know. I guess it's just
He
the
was-
reputation.
R.I.P.
Dude.
Terry Jones of Monty Python.
Yeah.
In honor, I say bring out your dead, a line from Holy Grail, which I am sure he would have appreciated. I know he is having a discussion about Life of Brian with God right now.
Yeah, that's we were informed on that before the show started. Very sad. I mean, legend, man, absolute legend, Monty Python. I want to talk to Ellis about it too, because I know Ellis is absolutely a huge Monty Python fan. But how old was he? Do we know how old he was?
77.
Oh man, that's still pretty young. 77.
He had it was like a frontal lobe dementia thing. I was reading about it, but something. So it's been a few years that he was having trouble. And they were supposed to do like a reunion tour or whatever, and I don't think they were able to pull it off with him. So yeah, it was pretty
It's
rough.
awful. Well, thoughts go out to his family. That's terrible. But again, comedy legend leaves behind a great legacy. Thank you for the great donation. And you're right, he's probably laughing his butt off right now. But going back to say, because I know were you a Yankee fan? I know were you a Mets girl? I don't know. You're Brooklyn. You're Mets in Brooklyn? Yeah, well, that's not a crazy question to ask. You're
No, Brooklyn, yeah,
You're
Mets.
supposed to be, because I'm
Mets,
I'm
yeah.
Queens and I'm Yankees. So, but you can't deny it. Derek Jeter's one of the greatest players of all time, and he was never
my
locked up.
stepfather is rolling in his grave right now.
Because one douche didn't
yeah.
vote him in, because he was never locked. I mean, Alex Rodriguez certainly was.
Yeah, it's the reputation of like that era and that legacy. I
Yeah,
think,
but he's
that-
still but that one guy. That's the whole point. That's even more so why he was never ever in any of those scandals. Plus, you look at someone put the diamond of all the people, all the women that he's dated. That guy, you talking about A-lister? Holy shit!
He's the Bonnie Somerville of the Major League Baseball.
Please. Listen, I'd like to get an A-lister before I die, but I don't think I've had any.
Well, the doll's moving his way
Couple
up.
of B's, C's, or D's.
Well, anyway,
A lot of D's.
A lot of D's. A lot of D's.
See, I was gonna do it, but I
you
was
didn't.
like,
Smart,
nope.
very smart. What are you?
Listen,
what are you
I'll take
scribbling
Maybe
over
one
there?
A. Maybe one
What are
A.
you scribbling over there?
Oh, just Bonnie.
Oh, okay, good. It's like that kid in class.
I'm being creative.
Okay, good for
Why?
you. I'm just
I
wondering.
love how
What are you,
Bonnie
a
treats this
fucking
like
cop?
a
Yes.
meeting sometimes or something.
Yeah.
When is that thing? I'm
Because
gonna
I have
pencil that
jokes.
in.
Maybe I'm writing jokes. Maybe I'm preparing.
I'm gonna talk. I'm just letting my mom know the show's already been on
Let me
for
say,
15.
1 p.m. therapy, 2 p.m. Pilates,
That's right.
3
Do you
p.m.
make it?
comedy lessons.
Can you put in between there? Email Shannon back.
Fuck's sake, this guy. How many of you are so used to you get an email, the email literally comes in, bing,
it was like
email Shannon back, and you're like, dude,
It's been a week.
And also,
But no,
I know you got
the
back.
day it happened, I got one, and I hadn't
Yeah.
even had a second to check my emails.
All I said is just make sure. That,
I
know you're busy. I know
will
you're
get
a
off my-
I know you're a busy lady. I
I'm
know
still
you're a busy
waiting
lady.
on an email back from you, Kristian.
Oh, what?
4 p.m.
Hannah.
was
Email
Hannah?
Shannon
Hannah.
back.
Oh, I didn't get it. Did you send it to me last night or something?
Yes,
Oh, I didn't get it. Okay, fine. We'll talk about it. Mike.
5 p.m. below deck med have to catch
Below
up.
who?
Below deck med.
Below
Blow.
deck.
She needs to blow deck.
Below
man.
deck.
Blow.
Bravo.
She needs to blow
Anybody?
Deck?
Motherfucking accuser!
All right, Mike P. Hey, gang, send in this before the show, so I hope it gets read. Just watched the new Clone Wars trailer. It's got so many goosebumps watching it. So pumped for that to return. Do you have thoughts, reactions to it? Yes, I certainly do. My daughter has been watching the past seasons because we're getting excited for it. It's one of those things that I think that don't, and I'm actually, to hear myself say it, I always wanted things in bulk, but I don't anymore. I like it week by week, and I think that it also helps Disney Plus because it gives them something else to look forward to on those original shows because they don't really have a lot of them. So the trailer, though, I think it looks like it left off exactly where I think the season 6, right up into Revenge of the Sith. So I'm pretty pumped to see what Filoni and the writers have in store. So did you ever watch? You never watched any of the animation Star Wars, which is crazy also because I think that there's another like how I said this to you last time. How you're not doing voice acting?
I
have
don't
no
know.
idea.
I would-
You'd be
I-
great.
I
in those
don't
things.
know.
I know.
Any voiceover agents out there?
Give them a call.
Give me a call because mine is. I
I
don't know.
can guarantee you they're not listening.
Yet.
Yet.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Yet.
Knapsack's
Building an
ponytail.
empire.
Oh, before I get into Knapsack's ponytail, I would also like to encourage you guys to open up another tab here and get to the Apple Podcast and the rate and review because you have skyrocketed us into the charts. Please, it really is helpful if you go on over to Apple Podcasts, find SEN Live, and leave a review, rate, subscribe, obviously, to the podcast feed, and it is extremely helpful, and it has helped, and they are watching. So if you can get us to number 1, that's the goal. So even when you're listening right now, open up another tab and do it.
My mom texted the show.
Texted the show?
Can she text the show?
I don't know. Who does she text? Maybe I.
You put in the Streamlabs.
Did she put in a? She got to go to streamlabs.com/the schmodown if she's looking to try
she's
to.
got to pony up.
Yeah, she's got to put some cash in. Where is she? Is she in the actual?
Streamlabs.com
Minimum of
/the
Benjamin.
Schmodown.
Tell her.
/the schmodown. Can you tell that I'm done? I'm
Yeah,
just.
it's good. Thanks for being on the phone. I really
This has been
appreciate
a
it.
really
Knapsack's
great show.
Ponytail. Season 5 had 101 matches. I didn't know that. Season 6 had 99 matches, Patreon matches not included. Over under 101.5 matches in Season 7 of the Schmodown. Last week, you asked what the community should be called. What about the Senate? I actually love that.
I love that
The
too.
Senate.
Yeah, I've been thinking about like senators and that's
Welcome
awesome.
to the Senate. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I like what you did there. Thank you so
We
much.
probably have to
Knapsack's
start
Ponytail.
calling it SEN Live then, don't you think? We keep calling it SEN Live.
Well, that's what it is. It's Schmodown Entertainment. We can
I
still
know
say
it is, but I'm
Although
saying if we're
Roca,
going to say senators or Senate.
Roca
Senate,
did say.
Not senators.
Yeah, it
Senate.
keeps calling
Senate,
it
yeah.
Senate.
All right, take it easy.
Yeah, Roca does keep calling. That's true. He's like, "Welcome to Sen Live." I'm like, "Oh, yeah."
Well, if you're a
Sorta.
senator at a certain tier,
Yeah.
you could be a senator.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. Okay, good. All right.
Senator, Congressman.
So welcome to the Senate, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Thank you, Knapsack's Ponytail. I think there'll be over 101 matches because I
Yeah.
think with the live events and with new tournaments and some more of those announcements that we have coming up, I think, yeah.
Oh, no.
What's wrong?
She texted on YouTube. I don't know. I don't know how to
Oh,
It's
Super
okay.
she maybe's in the live. She's
give. I
maybe
don't
in the
know how
live
to
chat.
Do a
give
super
advice.
chat?
I'm a
Queen
Luddite.
Shannon Barney is in the chat. Kate cannot wait for your stand-up on Friday. Brett, you hate your kids. Come to New York.
That's right.
That's true. That's true.
That was a Jedi mind trick there. Brett, you hate your kids.
Yeah, you said you don't like your kids, so you should come to New York. Kate will be doing stand-up. She's 2 shows. She's going to be 5 o'clock at the New York Comedy Club in the East Village. And then at 8 o'clock, she'll be doing a set there for Mark Ellis' show. So once again, you want to see Kate do some stand-up, then get those tickets. And you also get half off of the SEN Live
You're
show.
Get to meet a lot of my family, too.
Oh, they coming to the second
All
one?
my East Coast family.
Who's coming to the show on Saturday?
See, it's all about him.
No,
it's
all about me. It was about the show and having support
It just
for everyone
turns it to
else.
be about him.
How's that
the
about
funny
me?
thing is-
Shush for a second. How's that
She
about
was
me?
talking about her stand-up and you went, who's coming to see?
Stand up, and
And
you
you.
mean part of the whole entire operation we
Yes.
have going on both Friday
Am
and
I
Saturday?
right?
Where
Am I
is she doing it? Oh, no, listen. Hey, don't look support. Let me
Don't
ask you-
look at him.
Let me ask you a question.
Do not look at him.
Hey, don't lean back because you're nervous. Come here.
She's not. She's definitely not nervous.
Come back.
Yeah.
Come back.
Nervous? Who you
Stop.
call nervous?
Stop for a second. Now listen to me. If this show that she's doing on Friday, is this a show that out in an open mic somewhere in Jersey that she's doing, or is it part of the whole entire operation that we're running?
It is, but we were just.
Yes.
I was just giving her due for 1 minute about her.
It is
stand-up.
absolutely, and did I start? Did I start that by saying if you'd like to see Kate Mulligan?
Yes, you're
on
very
both shows?
defensive.
I'm just letting you know
Okay.
that
Also,
sometimes.
Kristian,
Maybe
the
you
real
shouldn't
question
drink.
is-
Have a drink.
Don't
and-
drink whiskey at 10 in the
drink
morning.
and
No,
be
The real-
maybe you need another one.
Oh boy, this feels like 4th round Roca.
You accuser.
You accuser.
You
But by the way,
accuser.
speaking
Motherfucking accuser!
Speaking of, are you interested in seeing Kate do stand-up? Are you interested in seeing Kate do stand-up? Because you're going to dinner.
No, I'm actually not. I think I'm going to stick around.
Really?
For you.
Oh, you
yeah,
might.
see?
Oh.
So that was one of the things I was
Okay.
going to tell you. So now you want to get
by the
into
way-
it also?
What'd you say?
Would you like to get into it also?
No.
Are you bringing a wife?
To New York?
Yeah.
And
No,
who's
she
going to
has
watch
to-
the kids?
She,
RB3?
she also hates New York.
Yeah.
He's going to be there. I would actually.
the kids.
I would.
She also doesn't
I would
wanna
love,
go to
I
New
would love
York.
to do that.
Are you
I'm a
going
good
through a
babysitter.
thing right now where you feel like, because even today, part of the reason why I'm late is I was trying to do as much as I could because I have such guilt about
Yes.
leaving the kids with. Are
Yes.
you just like,
100%?
oh, it's the worst.
It's the worst.
It's the worst, 'cause
The
I have
oldest has
such
a
guilt
cold
that I'm
now
leaving.
too. And it
I
always
know.
happens when I leave.
I
One of them
know.
gets sick, and then
I
it's a
know.
disaster. 'Cause you come because
I
you leave.
just-
You leave to a smile. You come
Yeah.
back to where were you?
No, I know.
Yeah.
I
So
know.
it's
It's
like-
so. I feel for both parties. And
Yes,
that's,
absolutely.
we have to do it, but also I do feel it's hard to be the one left
Yes, I understand.
with the maniacs.
With the maniacs, but look, it's part of the gig. But yes, I will be there. I think on Friday night.
Cool.
Because we have a table that will be, but we're not going to sit in the front row this time. I'm bummed that you weren't able to stick around. I know it's pilot season though. So
I also, I mean,
I've been gone so much.
Yeah.
I got to be here.
yeah. Good. Okay. Good talk.
Good
All
dead
right.
air.
Nab
Some
sucks
great
ponytail
dead
again.
air.
What if all titles relinquished? Teams no longer protected. Full reboot to start season 7. You just coughed into his face.
onto his face, into
What?
his,
I mean, wow.
into his little nostril.
Good Lord.
That's freaky.
I mean, you've used that thing for everything. Yeah, look, he's getting another one of those. Yeah, that's what he got last week. That's why there was no smile on his face last week. Look at him now.
There's a smile.
Now there is. Yeah, look at you. Go ahead. They can have a
Seeing
conversation.
anybody?
We are witnessing the new motherfucker lady start to transform in front of our eyes.
I'm delirious. I'm
Yeah,
going on
it's-
no sleep.
That's okay. You're out of your mind.
Ooh, I'm trying to help you, motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
All right. So, what if all titles relinquished, teams no longer protected, full reboot to start season 7? How do the first and second rounds, or first, if you don't want to take too much time in this, play out? I mean, it's basically saying the what if scenario of what we're doing for Patreon this year. If everything was relinquished, I think Dan Merle goes first, right? You would have to assume Merle would go to. So that would be Sam
100%.
Levine would be managing Dan Merle
Yep.
and Roca
Yep.
at the same time. 2 would Bateman would probably. Well, no. Roxy would
Let's
still
give
take.
some love to
Yeah.
Ashley Robinson and Jason
Yes.
Inman and get the word out on SEN for their Kickstarter for Jupiter Jet. Good people doing great things.
Agreed, and that's
Yes.
why I tweeted it out
Yeah.
yesterday. Jason,
That's awesome.
Jason, I saw his thing. I retweeted it and showed the support. But also, absolutely, they are hustlers. The two of them, they really work hard to get their projects up and going. They already did this once before. You should absolutely go to Jason's Twitter and learn more information about his new comic book with Ashley Robinson.
Cool.
And I also think, because Roxy would have gotten the Odd Couple, and then
I know.
third pick.
Here's the real question:
Bateman
would
goes to Coy.
Roxy still would have? She wouldn't have taken Bateman.
No.
Really?
She's really she wants it's the Odd Couple, man. She's She's true to that team for sure.
Me seeing that the final season of the Clone Wars in February and I just started watching the show in chronological order. Fuck. Also, Parker versus Aces will end in a bloodbath with Parker winning by second round KO.
No. Don't disrespect my boy Ace like that. That definitely ain't about to
I don't
happen.
think so. I think Ace, because Ace is a competitive dude, man.
Yeah,
Ace is a competitive dude. I think if he studied, he's got some time to hit the books.
Yeah, most definitely.
If he does it, because once again, if Parker comes in there with all this hype around him and Ace wins that, Parker's on the shelf.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I mean, if it's like it's a second round, it's literally a second round pick going up against the 10th round.
Ace has nothing
It's
to
going to be
lose.
the biggest upset. It'll be the biggest upset of all time.
Because even if Ace puts up a fight and loses on the 3 or the 5 pointer, right? He's still getting another match, and it's like, okay, but he put up a great fight against Parker, so here he is for a second match. If Parker loses, he's in trouble.
Exactly.
It's a big match.
Yeah. So I'll support my boy Ace. I'm helping him as much as I can.
Yeah, understood. Back to an Knapsack's ponytail. While RB3 is in New York, is he going to make it to Manhattan to pay tribute to all the great Knicks that were better than Magic Johnson? Chris Childs, Charlie Ward, Charles Oakley, Chris Dudley, Stephen Marbury,
Oh my God.
Anthony Mason.
Marbury?
Deserve your
That's what I'm
respect.
saying.
Deserve your respect, RB3. This is
Yeah.
what Knapsack's ponytail
No,
says.
that is disrespect.
It really is.
How about you just go to Brooklyn for me
become a
and
Nets
just
fan?
say hello to the Nets. That's all.
The Nets. I'm cool with the Nets. I like the Nets.
And one of the most beautiful stadiums you've ever seen.
Barclays.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. Fuck the Knicks.
I think you're in. I like this mood. I do like it, but I think you're outside. I think you're ready to fuck somebody up. Here's the. I feel the
ready to fuck
sass.
some shit up.
I know. I feel the sass.
Inspired.
I feel the sass.
Good.
Goddard's burner again. Oh, Goddard's burner on this show is probably a bad thing. Because Goddard's burner with Roxy the other day. Hilarious show yesterday, but for some reason the audio went out between the 1 hour 1 minute mark and the 1 hour 3 minute mark. All I could see was everyone laughing and Ben hiding beneath his hat. Maybe just edit that part out. I'm sure Ben won't mind. I know what we're talking about. Exactly. It's a great flub there. I won't bring it back up, but go and check that out. Hung Solo is in the crowd. Hung Solo, thank you, Kristian. This is a 2-part thing from Hung Solo. First of all, when Schmo switched to Thursdays at 7, it lined up with my weird work schedule, and I was able to get 12 chicken soft tacos in a 12-pack, always with the ambition of making it through the show. It would be gone within the first 30 minutes. I love you guys. Secondly, I was hoping for a shout-out from the store gang for the draft, i.e. Segura, Santino, Vaughn. Are you friendly with any of those guys, along with Video Drew? Well, yes. Santino is not only a really good friend of mine, he's an even closer friend to Kate Mulligan. I remember being back in the day. Who are you texting now? What's going on
No
now?
one, just work. Trying to get through some work stuff.
On the air?
I have other things.
But
Like,
don't commit to the show.
I
then.
am committed, but at the same time, I have to try to make a living. This is why we fight every week. You can't. You got to get back if you can get there today or not. You just got to.
She's clearing her inbox. That's what she was doing.
You got to.
Greetings, SEN family. To everyone that helped support my quest regarding 2-year-old Rowdy, thank you.
Yeah.
I was able to get Kristen Bell to send a hello message to him. This act of kindness meant the world to this dying little boy. Bless you all.
Oh.
Yeah.
Eric, did you see that video?
No.
She left a voicemail, I think, for him, or she sent a whatever.
Sent a
But she was
video
like,
message,
"Hi, Rowdy. This is Princess Anna." I mean, it was
Oh wait, no, I did see that. I did see that. Yes.
And he was like,
yeah, I did. I know. Yeah. It was. It's tough. I did see that. It was posted.
You cannot let yourself think about it.
No, they
We need
posted it in
to
the Facebook.
change the
group.
subjects,
All right,
otherwise
okay.
Brett's not getting out of bed
looked
the rest
at
of the
it
day.
and
Yeah.
I said that's wonderful, but I
Yeah,
You
I
gotta
get it.
close
Okay.
this out, yeah.
All right. Well, let's move. We'll move on. And
I smell weed. Is your weed in here? Is it this?
don't worry about
Okay.
that.
I don't even like smell anything. But
Well, because you gave it
used
to me.
yeah.
Hung Solo. He also says, anyway, both Vaughn and Santino, I am friendly with for sure. But Santino has been on the Schmoes No Show
Yeah,
before.
I was gonna say some of the most iconic episodes
ever when he was on with who's the porn star that he was on?
Oh,
Ali Slate.
yeah.
Right. That was amazing.
Santino and I have a relationship where we'll talk every once in a while. We'll get together like a couple times a year. But recently, I don't know what's going on with him. I was like, dude, I need your new address for the Christmas card. He's like, nope.
That was
That was
it.
all. And I'm like, is it a bit? And then I was like, well, I'm friends with his wife. Like, and I'm like, I just guess they're not getting a Christmas. I don't know. Like, it's
losing his mind.
I don't know. I think he's super busy.
Yeah.
Which I mean,
He's
I
on
listen
the
to his
Joe Rogan
podcast all. Yeah, I mean,
podcast,
he's touring this year. But I also think there's just some other stuff going on. So
Okay. Well,
I don't know how.
well, let's bring
I don't
him on
know
the air
that
and talk
I don't,
about him.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know that we'll
Yeah.
ever get him at this
You'll
Oh, that's
hear.
good. All right. Either way.
He's got his own stuff.
Good talk. Toby Thrawn. Oh my God. I can't even express how much I love this new trailer for the Clone Wars. I have goosebumps. The animation looks incredible. Such a step up for the former seasons while staying true to it. And the music and Sam Witwer's voice acting. I'm so excited for February. Yeah, it's cool to have Sam back on there also. I think he's probably super pumped up. I mean, Filoni just brings the best out of that guy. I mean, he's talented in general, but Filoni and him working together, it's incredible. So I'm with you. I think the music was good. The animation does look even more, I mean, it's good because the animation style between Rebels and Clone Wars are significantly different.
Yeah,
but
you can tell they put more money into it.
Yeah,
yeah,
and they gave Filoni some more, and especially after what he's just did with the Mandalorian in general. Of course, he's probably riding high right now because he was bummed when they pulled that from him after the acquisition that Disney when they bought Lucasfilm.
Yeah,
like they said, okay, we're gonna stop doing Clone Wars now. He's like, I get to finish my story, you know, and now he gets to finish the story. So I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, and they need things to drive people to Disney Plus right now. So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. All right, I want to get through more of these. There's a lot of them here. There's a lot of them. So House Heisenberg, can we get drunk Brett telling the story of when he finally got to second base with a girl, but his Willie got too excited and he had an accident in his pants?
What?
No, you may not.
No.
Thank you. They can't dictate the story like that.
What did he read your journal? I mean, that's absurd.
I want you to do some improv. Here's the script
here's
for
the,
it.
here's the improv.
Hey, you took your shot, kid. You took your shot. It's like Bronx Tale. What do you think? You took your shot. Nice try, Heisenberg. Hotel Nerd. With reboots being a name if the game lately, when The Walking Dead is over, could you see them rebooting it on the big screen? One arc per movie. Also, Kate sounds like the crazy lady from the video yesterday. Kind of looks, yeah, so sorry, Kate. Oh. You sound like her.
Did he say kind of looks like her too?
No.
Oh, okay. I was like,
oh God,
how dare
no.
you?
Yeah. So
Dare you?
anyway, so as far as The Walking Dead,
How dare you?
yeah, I don't think they're going to.
I'm Greta.
There's so many different comic books that they have, and so many different things that they can do. So I don't know about making a movie. I think there's been the rumors that they're going to make an actual spin-off movie. So we'll see if that happens. Kristian Alante, I love the Clone Wars and how badass it made Ahsoka and Anakin look. My only gripe is that Obi-Wan seemed to get his ass kicked too many times. That it seems unbelievable for him to beat Anakin in Revenge of the Sith. Well, it's also about how he comes back from it. And you know, we never talked about these rumors, by the way, of the Obi-Wan series being canceled. Never.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Yeah,
horse piss.
Yeah,
absolute horse piss. Yeah. It's not canceled. There's other things.
I'm not familiar with horse piss. Is horse piss a good thing?
I
or
know.
a bad thing?
I was actually just thinking. Kristian says words that are like from the 1800s.
Horse piss, I tell you.
Like sometimes he'll be like, you know what? It's an absolute clam's vagina. And
isn't that
or
redundant?
Horse piss. You know, it's like when you're driving a stagecoach, the wheel comes
Right.
off.
Isn't
and
it clam's vagina? Isn't that the same thing?
Sometimes he says things. I'm like, you're from Queens.
what a load of malarkey.
Yeah. Oh, Jiminy Cricket. It's like
Jiminy Cricket?
You say
is that what I say? Fucko?
No, but you say things. Fuck nuts or
Fucko.
Fucko or
Potato
You
farts.
texted me the other day. You go, eat shit. That's underused.
Yeah, eat
The other
shit.
day?
Like then, yeah, you.
Yeah, that's like a- that's
"Eat
like a
shit," and then you're
1980s
like,
one.
You're like, that's really underused. I gotta say, or no, ass
No,
wipe.
no,
It was ass wipe.
wipe.
You go ass wipe.
Ass
Boy,
wipe's underused.
Fuck
That's
nuts.
really underused.
Fuck nuts is one you use.
That's one. Not in a while. Not in a while.
No, you just have this amazing collection of some of them are like
Horse piss, though.
pre-18th century
Horse
all the way
piss is-
through the 80s.
Yeah, well,
Horse piss. I like it because I feel like it's
oh,
a
horse
combo.
shit. You got it right.
Yeah, horse
Yeah.
shit.
Suck
Yeah.
it. Suck
But
it
horse
is my
piss?
favorite Christian
Thank
total Harloff. Suck it.
Well, that's what the doll's been saying through the whole show, apparently.
Oh,
The way they're even playing with this thing. I mean, I should get you your own.
Suck what? His microphone?
Hey,
If that's what you call it these days, I guess.
Well, that went down
like
like
to-
a lead balloon, everybody. Let's just...
Kate, don't let
Accuser
Kristian
of the
hurt you.
fucking
I did say
brethren,
you
you
kinda look like her, but younger
motherfucker.
again. Sorry, Kate.
Oh. No, you don't be sorry.
her
nice.
but younger. Okay.
Yeah.
So
that's-
Yeah,
that's-
I'll take younger. If you say I look like the ugliest person on the planet, but a younger version,
Younger
we're
version.
good.
Yeah.
We're good. As long as say I look younger.
really wanted to spend $20 I tried to save you from having an insult to a very attractive woman that you told her her she looked like a gargoyle. That's not nice. It's not nice. You don't look anything like her.
Nice.
See, gargoyle.
A younger
Even
version
a gargoyle.
Of her. I'll take.
It's
Listen,
just a weird word.
You're like she looks like a gargoyle. She looks like a younger gargoyle. I'm fine.
A gargoyle
You said
who-
younger.
Right.
She
A
looks
gargoyle who
You know, you
had it
look
all
like-
and let herself
you
go.
look
You
like-
look like Kathleen Turner back in the day.
A hot
Young Kathleen
gargoyle.
Turner.
We good.
Okay, good. Perfect. Okay, good. The energy's great
You
here
look
today.
like a hot gargoyle.
Yeah. I hope he farts right in your face. I really do. Kristian Alante did that. Funky McClunky. What's up, you accusing motherfuckers? Hell of a panel today. To Kate, I had the accent for your man. I hate the accent for your manager.
Right,
so
fair
keep
enough.
it. Stay healed. Tokes up for RB3. Shout out to Cast Iron Bread and for the Bagel Boy. Sorry you hate the name, but it's staying. So tough shit.
Oh,
Wow,
wow.
look, nice, Funky. Rock the Hell 66. Hello to the SN crew from Ukraine. I have
They were here the other day.
I have a question about Bong Joon-ho, his subtitle speech. In my country, all foreign movies are dubbed, including Parasite. I'm pretty sure South Korea dub all the U.S. films, so why doesn't U.S. dub for foreign movies? Well, we do. They do dub it.
Yeah, they do dub.
He's just talking about whether or not people's interest sticks around.
Oh, they dub.
Yeah, they definitely dub for sure.
Yeah, they dub, but I think it's more of a cultural thing.
Yeah.
Like for more like film cultured people, they go out of their ways to see the subtitle.
Call it what it is, though, too. Because
You mean cultured people? Like,
Yeah, well-
cultured.
because and it's also because the American movies that's really the hub is of the majority of like the big movies, right?
Yeah.
And so I think that there's an elitist attitude sometimes, like we don't want to read subtitles. There's
an option on everything now. Subtitles.
Sure. I'm just saying for like movies like Parasite.
Oh yeah.
That thing on now?
Sorry, I was going to say something, but I was trying not to move it around.
It didn't work, but go ahead. What do you
Okay.
got?
Well, I just feel like the movie completely changes with dub. Like nothing translates the same. Like the words are different. Like, the literal translation of the language is different, and then the acting, like the emotion isn't there behind the movie. So I don't know. I don't like for my animes or for movies. I avoid dubs at all costs unless it's the only option to watch
I disagree totally. Like Cinema Paradiso, all those films, those classic Italian films, like there was no difference for me watching those movies.
Kristian am nothing but
whatsoever.
truthful.
Remember
Don't
the, like,
protect me, I can take the heat.
and Life is Beautiful.
If I was there, it'd get ragged on More Than Black Boy.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
He's talking about. What
I
Ben
think a
did yesterday.
Marvel movie in subtitle that might suck.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Well, I mean,
Like
that's
a
how the
classic
rest
independent,
of the world.
a beautifully
Yeah.
shot, like Life is Wonderful, Beautiful, or
Beautiful,
whatever.
yes,
That,
yes.
that you're not going to watch and go, I can't take it. I mean, it's just 'cause
Right.
it's about so much
Oh,
more.
wait,
than
you
that.
guys are saying the same thing, I think.
Well,
Because you're saying dubbed, like when you like subtitles. You
I
subtitles.
like subtitles. I prefer them.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
he was
Ben.
saying.
Yeah.
Oh, here we have another thing.
Yeah, I was agreeing.
Yeah,
I don't like dubbed at
See,
all.
I just like to,
Dubs.
Oh, I
I
thought
like
you were
to
saying-
disagree just to start a little
Dub
Little
being.
heat.
Yeah,
I thought you were
Dub.
saying you
Sexual
liked
tension.
dub. That's what I was
I
confused.
know. I was
too.
like, wow.
This
No.
is why I'm single.
You don't understand anything that people are
I
saying.
will find a reason to argue.
Right, you're beautiful. No, I'm not.
Oh no, that I'll say thank you very much.
Oh, okay. Good.
I am very shook by how pretty you are. I have to say, I've just been like, you have the skin of an angel.
Aw,
Anyway,
thank you.
Sorry.
She had this whole outfit planned out for the Schmodown Awards, and none of us got to see it.
Christian never can say I'm pretty ever
Is
because
that-
he has
is
his
that-
wife's one of my best friends.
Is that true?
He'll talk about outfit. No, he'll go. You got to dial it up. You know, you got to do the
That's-
thing and the
you
thing
said
and the
it's
dial
so
it up.
Untrue.
Please
It
tell
is
me he's
so
the
I have
untrue.
texts. I have
And I'll
texts.
show you the text. I said she said she's going to show she's going to be all decked out for the Schmodown.
Yeah,
I
you
said,
gotta
"Shit,
get
knock
decked
these-
out. You
knock
gotta
these-
dial it up.
knock
Wait,
these
did
Did
nerds
we
on
ever
their-
talk
on their
about
feet."
who won that?
Gotta
bet?
get dressed to the nines,
Yeah.
sister.
You did.
Listen, Trey.
Well, I think you did. Ben did.
Christine,
Oh.
shut the fuck up.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm trying to help you. You fucking accuser of the brethren. You motherfucker. Bonnie, take it easy with that doll, please, for Jesus' sakes. I'm
My
trying
mom
to
just texted me.
help you. You accusing motherfuckers.
My mom just texted me. Talk about me saying fuck! All exclamations point. I wrote, "This is a show, Mom."
Yeah, this is what we do. It's true.
You, I'm trying to help you, motherfucker.
I had a
Accuser of the fucking brethren, you motherfucker.
I had a conversation with my mother. She's like, it's just not for me anymore. The cursing.
Mom, why can't you figure out how to type into
Does she
the
not watch
show?
anymore?
No, she watches the show. It was the cursing. She's like, when I was younger, maybe, but I don't know. I don't like all the cursing. It's just not for me.
Is she going to be at the show on
It's called
in New York. No,
Yeah.
she's in
Comedy.
Florida.
Oh, she's
but
in Florida.
But
That's
she,
right, that's right,
yeah,
that's
we're
right.
talking about it. She make if we get to Tampa, and this is something to make clear also. By the way, yesterday I said we are trying to do both Tampa in April, Boston in May, and then Chicago in June. None of those shows are confirmed. That is just where we would like to go. So I saw that some people were excited and posted it in the Facebook group yesterday, and I'm glad that you did. It's just nothing is confirmed yet. We have a very hard-working live events team led by Jonathan JP, as we lovingly call him, and he is the hardest working person that I know, and he is crushing it all the way through, but so nothing is locked down yet from April to June, but we're working on it. So, but there are tickets available for Atlanta and obviously New York, so go check those out. We're going to Atlanta. You want to perform in Atlanta? Oh, you can't. We already booked that card. Sorry. Knapsacks Ponytail. Any chance of a forum-type community outlet or public Slack for Schmodown fans to converse? I know there's a Facebook page. I've been removed from Facebook a few years ago, and the Patreon Discord, which isn't very active. Facebook is too sketchy for me. Well, I didn't until you just told me that. I didn't know that the Patreon Discord wasn't. Well, the Patreon Discord will become more active very soon. So I would still look into that because I think over the next couple weeks or so, you're going to see it become a lot more active.
Is Friendster still kicking?
Yeah, well, yeah, they brought it back. They brought it back.
Friendster page. Start a Friendster page for that.
Yeah.
MySpace.
Yeah, MySpace is still going, I think.
Vimeo.
Yeah. This is Leo. Leo says, "Hey guys, I've actually had a similar accuser encounter at a Target recently. What is it about Target? Target and Walmart. Some lady was cussing me and telling me, you know what you did? It was scary. It was sad, but it was hilarious all at the same time.
Yeah.
My kids were just confused.
Motherfucking accuser!
Meth is a hell of a drug. It definitely is.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Well, she was doing that thing with her mouth in the middle of it. So
Yeah, no teeth and all
So
that.
funny.
She had teeth. She had full working teeth, and I was looking. I was waiting to see the chiclets falling out of her mouth, but there was no.
She was like definitely.
No, yeah, she was doing that thing with her mouth for sure, like in between each thing. So I'm trying to
So
help you, sir.
sad.
Yeah, not good.
So sad.
Haunted, Roxy and Goddard, they've got great chemistry. Now I ship them and Kate and Brett. When are we getting the Kate and Brett show?
Oh yeah, you promised that the first day. You said we are going to immediately have a show with Kate and Brett.
Tell us more about the show, guys. Together.
Make it happen! It's been planned. We've written you emails. We're like, we read an email. We're like, respond to the email.
And that's the pitch.
Yeah, that was
Okay,
our
That's
but
the pitch.
Bonnie, I don't think Bonnie has seen this yet. Thank you so much, Kate.
Thank you.
Wow, that's your dream girl.
Yep.
Smart joke.
It's amazing.
Sorry, Sadie.
Yeah, jeez.
All right. So anyway, where were we on that? Oh, the show.
Farts.
I think that we'll have more news on your stuff. Bonnie and I have been talking about something really exciting soon coming down the pike. What's wrong with your eyes? You don't want to talk about
She's
it?
We do. I'm just waiting.
You're never around. You're never around.
She's
What do you want me to do?
She's pilot season.
I feel
I'm
like
here trying to make it. I'm just a girl.
I know that you're
standing
busy,
in
but you
front of
can't-
a boy
Trying to get a
asking
podcast,
him
man.
to do a podcast.
I know, I get it. Well, we'll try.
What else do you want from me?
I know. I'm so sorry.
I'm about to be living on the street.
Oh, you can
Well,
live
not my mom's house.
You can live in here. It's fine. Kristian from Denmark. Hey, crew. I have no idea. Oh, we did that already. Did we do that? No. Hey, crew. I have no idea what an accuser of the brethren is, but I want to shout it at someone. It sounds just really badass.
Accuser of followers of Christ.
Accuser of the fucking brethren, you motherfucker!
And that's exactly how Jesus would speak
Yeah.
when he was walking around Jerusalem.
that is a direct quote.
right.
Yes.
Getting his apostles, that's how he would actually speak. It's an
Well, and how
exact
he-
translation
it would-
from,
how he-
from Aramaic,
he would
which was his
encourage-
language, in case you didn't know.
Yeah, it was tough to take it from Aramaic.
He would
to-
encourage
Yeah.
his apostles to all act
There's
that
a few
way.
typos because it was Aramaic, but that's
Yeah.
pretty much what it was saying.
He says it sounds really badass and old timey, which adds to the awesomeness of it always. Also, Kate, you're still the best, and Brett, you're the funniest guy on the internet.
Oh,
there
thank
you
you.
go. Jay Scotty, for real, the best sci-fi take on clones outside of Star Wars. What do you think it is? I enjoyed what Michael Bay's 2005 The Island was going for, but the execution was lacking. I like the organ harvesting angle. Maybe it could be revisited a la Repo Man with Jude Law and Forrest Whitaker. Thoughts? That's a good question. What's the best cloning movie?
Ooh, that's
good,
one.
right?
Man, a part of me just want to say Gemini Man. Just
Vanilla
for
Sky.
the shits
Sorry,
and
that's
giggles.
such a bad. No one's going to
Vanilla
agree
Sky?
with.
Vanilla Sky's cloning. Isn't
No
that
one's
I
cloning?
gonna
work
agree.
product and I love you guys so much. Thank you for getting me through the work week.
Thank you. Infernal.
Kate and Bonnie, beautiful women.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, they are. See?
They're like Kate and Bonnie, beautiful
And
women should come on our show.
smart.
That's right.
And Bunny.
Yeah.
And independent.
Yeah.
That's right.
Independent.
That's right.
Not really. I'm not that independent.
Oh, I am.
Just to be clear.
You are. Oh, I am.
I am Scowl.
Yes. RB3, give me some more. Look at some more cloning movies that we're missing.
Why
up
Vanilla
here.
Sky doesn't count?
I don't think it's a
Oh,
cloning
wait.
movie.
I don't think your microphone's working.
No,
I
you're
love
doing that on
movie so
purpose.
much.
What's going? No, I'm not. I swear.
Yeah.
I don't know what be going on.
They're already starting their promos. Well, yeah, let's give me some cloning movies here. What are some of the ones that we're probably
Moon
missing?
is good.
Moon.
Multiplicity is good.
Yeah.
Moon.
Yeah.
Splice is okay.
Just list them off.
Gattaca. Somebody said Gattaca.
Gattaca. I thought of Gattaca. I forgot that. Yeah, Gattaca's.
Gattaca's not cloning. It's just like false birthing. Like
Right.
they genetically enhance
Right.
all
It's
the
more
babies.
of enhancing.
Jojo
So,
Rabbit had some cloning in it.
it's not true.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
The clones.
What?
They were
you
kids.
talking
They were clones. Remember, it was come on.
What?
Nobody else remembers this. And Jojo, she takes
Jojo what?
Can I give up the?
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
No, she hands one of the kids says go hug an American. To one of the clones. They cloned a bunch of kids. They were all blonde hair, blue eyed children that were clones of each other. What's the chat saying?
I think you're a lunatic. Is he?
I need to give me 1 second. I'll look this up.
Sounds like a perfect world.
Yeah.
I want RB3 to have a microphone right now.
I don't know if it's a.
I can hear you. No, it's not a bit. I think he's pretty serious.
I'm not doing a bit. No, they
I'm seeing what the chat say because last time we
There
yelled
is
at
an
you.
article. There is
How
an
high
article.
were
Jojo
you?
Rabbit clip has Sam Rockwell and Rebel Wilson's goofy officers and a bunch of Nazi clones.
Wow,
Yeah, I know.
it's Cast Iron Gang again.
Says the Fats clones. Brett is right. Yeah.
Let me just give you some.
And someone said, "Is Brett on meth?"
Yes,
He's right. Brett is crazy. Brett's right.
He's right. He's
I don't
right.
remember that. Brett's right.
This is the same
Rebel
set.
Wilson
Brett went
throws-
deep. Brett's correct. Brett's
Rebel
wrong.
Wilson gives
Brett's
one
right.
of them a bomb and
I know.
says, "Go
I know.
hug an American."
I know the exact scene you're talking about. I do not
I
remember
tagged
them
you
being
on
clones,
Twitter with
but
a clip
now I
from
want to
John's
watch
show
it again.
today. I need your take on his comment about Clones Wars finale season.
Well, he was never a fan of the series, so I'm sure it wasn't great. But he's never been a fan of Clone Wars. So,
Yeah.
I'm
So
sure
what were you saying, Ben? What?
about you being right? Yeah.
Oh,
Brett, you look
Yeah,
so
like
nice in that T-shirt.
I
just,
know.
He does look really
You
nice.
look very handsome and very buff, and that color is
Yes,
perfect on
thank
you.
you.
Look
Yes.
at you.
if it weren't so freaking cold in here all the time, I'd
You
wear
were-
it.
No, I like it. I like it cold. I like it cold.
You like the nips?
Yeah. Welcome to our world.
Also, when you flexed on us, also
Look at
why
you.
are you so
That's my
Can I-
bodybuilder.
may I?
Oh, you're allowed to? Yeah.
Wow.
I know.
Handsome, the
Imagine
eyes.
if
it's
I
all
actually
working.
exercised.
I know. That's the truth.
Imagine that. We all did.
Everyone said it's right. Brett,
Pilates-
look at
Pilates
Brett.
at 3.
This is why I don't really. That's why I didn't challenge you
Pilates
too
at
much on it because this is the second time this has happened.
I know
Yeah.
whenever there's a silence in the room and we're all like, "Is Brett crazy?" It's
Right.
usually because
And
he's
There you
very
go.
right.
I
and we're
did just
all-
recently see it, so I
Okay.
mean that is
Okay.
my.
I need to see it.
Sean Gataya, did you notice young Kanan standing next to? I don't know who this is. Deepa. No. Who's calling me? Should I pick this up? No.
Yes.
No, it's.
Is it
probably-
my mom?
no, it's probably a Bill.
Oh.
Sean Gataya, did you notice young Kanan standing next to Depa Baloba in the Clone Wars trailer? I didn't. I got to check that out. Going back to Clone Wars after Rebels means they can include some Rebels references. That's absolutely right. So excited for more animated Star Wars from Filoni. Yeah, he gets a chance to tie it all up. So I think that's a great call, Sean. Surreal, the fattest majorical. All right. Who do you think is the most underappreciated Schmodown personality? For me, it's Ricky Hayberg. ETC was the original heels and my favorite team for a while. Underappreciated. I mean, I've always said that I think Clark's very underrated, but she's still one of the biggest stars that we have for sure. Underrated. I think Stacey Howard is a bit underrated for what she does character-wise, but I think Elliot Dewberry, someone also that I think is someone. I know that the Wildberries together.
RB3.
RB3. Yeah, well, you got a chance this year to shine, man. You got a chance.
It's my shot. I'm not gonna waste it.
I don't think you will.
I'm gonna waste you though.
Oh, there it is. This is smack. Yeah. Who do you, so, Bonnie, you've been around these two. Who's going to win between RB3 and Ben
I
Goddard?
don't know yet. It's tough. I need a little more time.
Right. Can I make a?
They're both so good that
good.
you know.
Can I make a second announcement?
Ben's been doing homework already.
Well, can I make a second announcement? The winner of your match will play the winner of their match.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, well, that would be Battle of SEN.
Yeah, Senator Smoke. You know,
Senators.
Yeah. Do you think you can beat
I
anybody?
can't
in this
believe
room?
I'm going to have two people on my own team playing each other.
No,
Possible.
I don't.
You don't think you can beat anybody in this room? You don't think you can beat Brett?
Yeah, I could be better.
Well, there you go.
I'm starting to do homework again.
Good.
Yeah, because I lost it on basic, like not listening to myself silliness when you know the answer, but you're like, well, that can't be it because it's too easy. And then
What
it's
a
like,
world!
Goodfellas.
Yeah, no, I know
Yeah.
it's true because Janine wound up to have a pretty good Schmodown run after that loss. So
to run to the
oh, yeah,
restroom.
that win. All right,
Pardon me, guys.
Go
I'm
ahead. Go
going
ahead.
to the restroom.
Exiled Garlic.
Talk about me while I'm gone.
We will, trust me. Exiled Garlic. You can see young Kanan in the trailer as a hologram. Yes. Were you just checking out Bonnie's butt?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
100%.
That's fine.
I'm allowed to.
You're allowed to. Keith Zerwees put in a schmobot. Larry says, hey, all you guys. I've been watching around 2014, and SEN is just awesome. Oh, great. Bonnie, I'm working on a script for you to star in, and finally gets a job, and she runs away.
Wow.
Playing a fictionalized version of yourself with a couple other actresses. Once it's done, would you be interested? I'll read that to her when she gets back from, I was going to say taking a dump. I'm not going to say it. Scott, I just want to say you guys...
Is it that funny?
It is.
It is?
Yeah.
That Bonnie would take a dump, is that funny?
Just that he would say that.
I don't know.
I'm just confused.
Oh, I'm sick.
Because I have a lot of jokes every day then. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. Larry, hey all, been watching this. We did that already. Scott, I just want to say you guys.
So you're so into this. You're so happy about this. Oh, I love this.
I think he's both happy, but he wishes he would have just said it right out and not. If he just went, when she gets back from taking a dump and then stayed on track, I think if it would have.
So tickled by this.
Because I know the fart is just gonna go off the second she sits back in.
She had a little more left in the chamber. Oh, speaking of people when they're not in the room, that's great.
She did not anticipate this is how we were going to talk about her. Why is it so funny when Kristian loses?
We found Kristian's RB3 laugh.
He also has to put his fingers behind his glasses.
It's the nerdiest thing I've ever seen.
I've never seen him like this before. He's gonna puke. Oh my god. Oh my god.
This is a clip out for sure. What is this show?
Just people laughing.
What's the clip out? Just us laughing?
Well, I've heard people say it before. Well, if you want to watch a show with just a bunch of friends laughing at their own show, you know, like, well, here it is. Welcome.
Oh my god.
That gunshot was so loud.
It's scary. We can't do it with Bonnie. That's the
God, that was good. That was good.
I mean, she's been gone a long time, so.
Okay.
Don't you ever worry about how long you go to the bathroom?
You were timing it out.
Especially in high school, you'd be like, I gotta make this. There she is. There she is.
Your children are outside. I can't not say,
Oh.
my God, children. What just
Bonnie,
happened?
when I tell you that we didn't talk about anything since you left other than you taking a shit, I'm not lying.
Yo, Kristian, you need me to take over?
Please, Soggy.
It wasn't number 2, by the way.
I know.
It was number 1 and your children that are my godchildren. That when I run by them, I can't not have conversations.
Oh my god, it was so good. Okay,
Thanks.
somebody.
Thanks. Was it
right
good
here
for
is
you?
the reason why I love this show. Never stop being who you are now and forever.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, Larry.
Where's my mom? Mom, write something.
Larry says this. Larry says, hey, I've been watching since 2014, and SEN is just awesome. Bonnie, I'm working on a script for you to star in, with you playing a fictionalized version of yourself along with other actresses. Once it's done, you going to be interested?
100%.
There you go. Where you go? You going to take a dump too?
No, my kid's school is calling.
Oh, okay.
This is really.
All right, this is something. This show is out of control today. I got to tell you.
I did not take number 2.
That's fair.
Not yet. I haven't.
Scott,
no,
don't worry about it.
You know what? As my grandparents would say, it's called your morning constitution.
Morning constitution.
It's a lot more appropriate.
Oh, man. All right, Scott, I just want to say you guys brighten each day of the week. I have a question for you. How hard was it for you guys to move away from home? I'm super close with my family, especially my mom, and I hate leaving them every time. Love you guys and SEN. I'm going to let Bonnie answer this because this is kind of a question I've actually had for you because you and your mom are tight. You and your mom are like
writing her right now.
Yeah.
I've written. She's confused. The donation. She doesn't understand how to get in. I'm like, yeah, make a donation. Just make a donation.
Yeah. SEN. This is something that we've talked about before, but with you and your mom, you guys are like tight, really close. Mm-hmm. How was it moving away from New York to LA? Was it tough?
When I was young?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Yeah.
It was horrible because she was totally against it also.
Oh, okay.
Because I dropped out of school and I was in a band and I got a record deal when I was 18, a development deal. And I went to Nashville and I was, doing that. And then when that failed, she was like, okay, time to go back to school. So I transferred to NYU because BC was like a real jock school for me, like very, athletic. And it wasn't, I just didn't fit in.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I was in NYU and I was going to Lee Strasberg at night and I was waiting tables and I was like, I just want to try to go to LA. I literally didn't know a soul. I knew one girl that was a model.
Oh, wow.
She's like, well, maybe I can help you get a couple modeling jobs. I was like, okay,
Did
whatever.
she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But nothing, great. But I moved out there with $500. I was 22, and I went straight to Venice Beach because I thought that's where you live. I was from Brooklyn. Little did I know what Venice Beach was like in '96.
Right.
Yeah. And then finally it was going so badly. My mom, I asked for help and she was like, no, it's time for you to go home. Like, I'm not going to help you. Because she, in her motherly way, she wanted me back. And I said, no, I'm not fucking going. I'm making it. And I just kept working more jobs. I would sing in bands, bar mitzvahs, weddings, make extra money here, there, Ross Dress for Less.
Yeah.
Newspaper. And finally, I got another record deal. I'm telling this short. And I got dropped again. And after I got dropped from Interscope, the guy that was managing me said, I know a guy that's a really cool guy from Brooklyn, and I know you really want to be an agent. And I said, I'll set me up with him. And I walked into his office, sat down, looked at all the Sopranos posters and everything, and just burst into tears. And I was like, I'm not leaving here until you send me out. I'm not leaving until you give me a chance. Like, I've had it. I can't go home. My mom got me up. And he was like, whoa, slow down. And it turns out that I went to high school with his kid brother.
Oh, really?
His kid brother that was 15 years younger than him.
Wow.
So he basically said, if you shut up and stop talking and I send you out on a couple of auditions, will you calm down? And I said, that's all I'm asking for, just because I was at the point where there was nothing left and it had been 5 years. And I just said, please, I'm begging. I'll do anything. So then I went out and I booked my first job was 2 guys and a girl in a pizza place.
Look at that.
There you
3
go.
lines.
Yeah. Well, I mean that was actually it's funny because the question was when you moved out.
Yeah.
Like how.
I was totally against it. I had no support.
Yeah, because Bonnie was really close with her mom. Were you pretty close with your parents?
I was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, no. I mean, not like a great relation. I mean, but
it was tough when
we
you
love
moved
each
away.
other. Yeah. Oh,
it was very
yes.
sad for us to separate.
Oh my God, it was. No, I mean, I remember I wept when because my dad drove with me out here from Chicago, and I wept, and he said, "You can always come back."
Yeah.
And that was like everything I needed to hear. I was like, oh yeah, that's true. I can always come back.
What about you?
I had already been doing like this traveling job. I mean, going to college was the big one for me. But then I was doing this kind of traveling thing, and I remember calling my mom from Virginia. I'm like, this is so. I was doing like credit card marketing, like trying to get people to, fill out to get a Discover card. And it was just like it was going nowhere. And
putting all of us Americans in debt.
Yeah, exactly. I felt horrible about it.
Like I did.
Yeah.
And so they could get a teddy bear.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, it was supposed to take me to LA and it wasn't. And my buddy Leaf was like, hey, we're moving there. And I talked to my mom. She goes, get out there. You're young.
Yeah.
You know, you're not
Wow.
married. Go to LA, and you know the rest, as we say, is history. I mean, I'm big now, bigger than ever. I've never once auditioned during a pilot season. I'm telling you, it's pretty good.
My mom actually loves to tell the story of like I booked a couple of tiny small things and then the money went away. And
Tell her to Streamlabs the story.
she was. I don't know if she knows how to use the Streamlabs. She's having a problem.
She's trying to text it in.
She's texting me by phone. But I remember her saying after a couple of small gigs, like, okay, you know, you gave it a shot. It was great. It's time to come back. And she's like, I can get you a job at Goldman Sachs. That's where she worked. And I was like, are you fucking
Yeah,
Oh my God, good for her, by the way.
And
Good
she
for
was
you.
like, I said, Mom, she loves this story, especially, you know, a glass of wine. She's like, and she said, Ma, you just got to give me 6 more months. Have a little faith. Just give me 6 more months. So she helped me out a little bit because I had some rent. And then I booked the lead in that musical miniseries on CBS.
Yeah.
And it was like, you know, it was like 1,000 girls. But really, that was it. It was going to, because I'd been here 5 years.
Yeah.
And I wasn't even that young when I booked it. I was 26, which at the time you felt like your life was over.
It's truly the youngest number I've ever heard of in my life. 26.
But-
Do people still come at that age?
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I thought it was going to be like,
Clip out.
Yeah. All right.
I have to. I'm
Yes?
so sorry to derail. I have to tell you the call from my
Oh, yeah, what
my
happened?
kid's school. So the 2-year-old is he's 3 weeks into his first at
What-
preschool.
what- oh, at
At
2?
preschool.
Wow.
Yeah, our
Is he that
other
young?
yeah, like he's like 2 years and 2 months old, right? He just goes 3 days a week for the mornings, right? So and he needs it. He has a thing. He's decided no one is going to change his diaper other than us.
Yeah.
So they called after that. My stomach's hurting from laughing about the whole shit thing. And the teacher's like, "Hello, Kate. It's okay. It's Amy. Everything's okay. James took a poop. He will not let anyone change his diaper." And I was like, "Okay, go get his brother and see if he'll let his brother be with him." So anyway, she's gonna call me back. I'd love to have her
we
talk.
need
on the air.
Would she do it?
We need to
You
find
gotta, you
yeah,
gotta ask
yeah,
her.
I
You
know,
can't,
I know.
you can't
I
do it
can't
without
just put
her.
her
I love those nails. Get a shot of those nails.
Ding, 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 ding. Not everybody can buy $7.99 glue-ons from.
Those are glue-ons?
Yes, they are. Don't look too close.
You love the fact that she's holding your hand.
Yes.
Bonnie, don't stop holding my hand.
Hi, Ben. Just wanted to ask where the bad boys at? Just kidding. Ben is good. Ben is fine. Ben is fine as fuck. Ben is like a snack. Like a Mr. Goodbar with some Milky Way on his butterfinger.
Doesn't know what anybody's saying about him.
No, I
And
love
you
it.
just got a very.
It was a nice. It was
one
a
of
nice
those.
one.
You're a snack. You're hot.
You're,
kind of
you're
ones.
fine as fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. See, we'll clip that out. Like, so it's out of context.
They didn't say that. That was straight from Bonnie.
That was straight from Bonnie. So Keith Zerby's put in a Schmobot. Larry, who put that thing in about Bonnie's script. And this is, by the way, from Rob Mack. In Brett's upcoming Schmodown match, he should be given 30 seconds after every answer to explain why his answer is correct. If he's successful, he gets the point. That could be comedic gold. 2 days away from New York event, and I can't wait. Well, Rob, we're excited to have you there. And for anybody else who wants to go, remember, put in the code Bloodbath, and you get 20% off of any tickets. And by the way, so we just found out there's only general admission tickets left.
Mom, get on those tickets. She said she would like to go.
You should go. So look, here we go. So there's only 2 VIP tickets left and 4 meet and greets left. That's it.
wow.
Now, but the rest, there's general admission that are still left. But if you want VIP or meet and greet, there's only 2 VIP left and 4 left. And the code does work on all those. So once again, Bloodbath. Go and get them.
I think my mom deserves a meet and greet regardless. Let's be honest.
I'll upgrade.
The code for Alice's show is dog. If anybody is trying to get tickets for Alice's show,
Great.
there's a promo code for
Okay,
that.
good.
Yeah.
Slen182. I don't want to bring the mood down, but in honor of the 12th anniversary of Heath Ledger passing away, what roles from the past decade do you think wish he would have gone to Heath if he had been alive? That's a great question. I could have seen him in Inception. I think it would have been good in Inception, that movie.
God, that's
Shoot,
tough.
I don't know.
The
There's a lot
question
of.
is, who?
I mean, there's so many different.
The Reverend. I could have seen him in The Reverend.
Right? Wolf of Wall Street. You want to go a lot of Leonardo DiCaprio for sure.
I could
Get
see
that.
Heath Ledger in Her.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like he has that
yeah.
gentle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. That's good. I like
Him
that.
and ScarJo would be perfect together.
That's right.
Yeah.
He probably would have popped up in a Marvel movie for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say probably something with like Ang Lee too.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Can you be? This is an ignorant question. I'm sure I'm going to get you just destroyed for it. But can you be in Marvel and DC?
It's happened before.
Yeah,
It has?
a lot of times. Yeah,
Yeah.
people are doing it. People are double dipping right now. Like,
They
I mean, look at like James and James, your boy.
Cute, but like,
James Gunn,
somebody that's played a part as big as Joker.
Yeah, I mean, look at Chris Evans wasn't in DC, but he was also in Fantastic Four.
I mean, Jared Leto is Morbius, and he was Joker in Suicide Squad.
Yeah, that's not MCU though, but it's Marvel. Still, same thing.
You knew that, though.
Yeah, this.
Sterling K.
Oh
Brown.
look, shit, Batman. Michael Keaton. He was in Spider-Man.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
Sterling K. Brown was in Black Panther. And
I see him also in like a
Squad.
real period piece, like an old Ivory Merchant type of something like that, like
12 Years a Slave.
12 Years a Slave or Lincoln or something. I don't know, like something like that.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey,
RB3. Joseph
RB3.
Gordon-Levitt parts.
So someone titled this "Sorry RB3" because here's a hot take. I watched 2001: A Space Odyssey and I hated most of it.
Whoa.
I could barely make it through the beginning and the end. However, everything in the middle with HAL 9000 was amazing, but it's only a 2.5 out of 5 for this guy.
Whoa, that's disrespectful.
You don't like that opinion.
Well, I will say, like, even me as like a young film fan, I had a hard time watching like 2001 too a lot. Like I wouldn't probably rewatch it,
Right.
Ever. But like it's a great movie for like what it's done for the history of cinema. So
Yeah.
It's like Clockwork Orange.
I love Clockwork Orange.
I just don't need to see it again.
yeah, that's a violent, gruesome.
But it's so important in the history of cinema. But like I've seen it twice. No thanks.
Great movie.
Yeah.
William Belford.
It's more rewatchable, I think.
I think so too. Put in a Schmobot for sure. Keith Zerwes, what are all your favorite cult classics? Mine are Trancers and Night of the Comet. I mean, I always put Flash Gordon in there. That's to me.
I have no answer for that.
Cult classics. Mine are like Breakfast Club, 16 Candles.
Yeah, but those aren't really cult classics.
I'd say
What?
Tremors.
Those are cult classics. Those are hits. Those are popular movies.
Cult classics.
Is Napoleon
Cult means-
Dynamite?
Oh, yeah.
Napoleon
Does that
Dynamite.
count?
What about Better
That's a
Off
cult
Dead?
classic?
Is that not a cult classic?
Maybe. I think that's better.
Okay.
I want my
think-
$2.
I want my $2.
Oh, man.
That's right.
Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Yeah, for sure.
I wonder if that holds up.
Alex Shashek. Thanks for the shout out over on Schmobates last night. Can't wait to have you on as competitors soon. I love Schmobates. I absolutely love it. I wish more people would be watching that show. If you didn't know about it, this is so basically what the Call to Action channel does. They have a lot of great guests on, by the way. Jeff Snyder was a guest judge last night. They have people are basically doing movie fights, but for the Schmodown, and it's all classic moments. Last night they had a couple on, and I was with Snyder. There was how they said who had the best character turn of all time, and the guy starts off and he goes, "Well, I could pick Kalinowski, but that'd be too easy. You want to win? You take Kalinowski." That was absolutely the answer. But I love these answers of what they do and how they which rookies to look out for. It's a great show that they have, and I think that what they should, I don't know if they're trying to do this, but if there are fans that watch this show that think they know the Schmodown and want to argue for it, you should get in touch with those guys over there and try to be part of the show because it's really interesting. They have good guests on. They had Rachel Silvestrini and Chance on the other day. I definitely would do it, and I would destroy people. All right, I just got a confirmation for another match, which people will be pretty excited about. So John Roca will be competing in a singles match. He will be competing.
I know who this is.
Do you? Paul Oyama.
Oh.
Roca versus Oyama. Oyama was supposed to play the Beast, but it didn't happen because of scheduling. But Roca and Oyama is confirmed for a match. It is a big match there between those two. Man, what a battle that's going to be. Roca and Oyama. Who do you got in that one?
Well, I got stand by Swag Squad Drip Drip.
Yeah.
Paul Oyama, that's my guy, and he's young. He's hungry. I think Roca, he's had his day, and I'll respect
That's it.
Roca.
I think it's over.
I'm not gonna say it's over, but he's fourth round pick for a reason.
Roca Oyama is a big match. What do you got on that?
Oh, my
What do you got in that one?
I'm just like worried about your life now.
He is on the show tomorrow, by the way. Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah, Roca Oyama.
Don't worry, he's not listening to this.
Yeah,
That's probably not. Oh, he might be though.
He
Actually,
might be,
Yeah, he
actually.
does his research.
Wow.
Roca Oyama. So it's going to be a big match, and that is announced. So there you go. More and more matches being announced. Look at these matches we got. You got Somerville Sheridan. You got Roca Oyama. You got Cabrera versus Parker, and RB3 versus Goddard. So far, so many great things. I'll give you another one. I'm in a mood. Who's the Boss will be taking on the Odd Couple again. In the second match, they are going to be playing each other, and we're also looking at Corruption versus the Family for a number 1 contender. So a lot of great matches already shaping up for season 7. So what happened?
Bonnie yawned.
I yawned on camera. I'm sorry.
That's good. Good shout out to the season.
So sorry. I forgot my mic was on. I just flew in from New York last night. My arms are killing me.
ZCM Zombie Custom Maps. That lady sounds very Minnesota-ish. Double Toasted talked about yesterday, and it was a blast. Also, I can't wait for the interview between her and Drunk Brett. Yeah, that'd be a good one. B. Arthur can get it. Bam. Time to reboot Golden Girls as an action franchise.
Of course.
Battle for Golden Gate. The ladies take on the Chinese triad, Meryl Streep.
Is it really fair for a 4th rounder like Roka to be put up against a 1st rounder like Oyama?
Wow. There you go.
Anonymous for my own safety was that person's name.
That's good. Meryl Streep as Dorothy, Helen Mirren as Blanche, Kathy Bates as Rose, Lizzo in makeup as Sophia, and ScarJo as the triad leader. Hotel Nerd put in a schmobot, so did Tim Sim. Jay Scotty for real. Let's do Drunk Brett's reaction to attempt to try to help the modified accuser of the brethren. That's a good one. You're trying to find the accuser.
Hey, I'm with you. Are you gonna put him in there with it? You know what? I just heard this guy say something about the brethren. I'm with you. No, I'm trying to help you. You're trying to help me. Help you.
Fuck you, I'm trying to help you, motherfucker.
No, motherfucker. I'm trying to help you.
You motherfucking accuser!
I'm accusing them of accusing you, motherfucker!
Get the fuck out of here, you fucking accuser!
What are you doing? I'm trying.
Accuser of the fucking brethren, you motherfucker!
I love the brethren. I've told you this. We can do this back and forth all day. I'm trying to help you, motherfucker.
Fuck you! I'm trying to help you, motherfucker!
All right, I'll go home. I tried.
Very nice. Another one, I don't know. This
Available for pilot season.
That's
Available
right.
for pilot
That's
season.
right. Ryan McMahon. Kristian, can I get a refund to Saturday night? In good conscience, I can't be part of Elder Beating. Because of course, Levine was right. RBM is going to be destroyed by Guy. Then again, I thought the same thing when he played Dan Merle. I can't wait for Friday and Saturday. Thank you, Ryan. It's going to be something. I mean, those promos alone are going to be pretty nuts between Burnett and Guy. All right, so this is also Funky Cole Medina says, I think my favorite part of the accuser video is when the guy recording is he's just in disbelief. He just laughs trying to deal with her. I can relate. Have a good day, everybody. Yeah, it's like how do you deal with it? You know, how do you deal with that when you see that? Because like you said, the part of you because I'll be honest, the first time I saw it, I was like, this is soundbites galore. Second one, I started to feel really bad for her. And the third one, she's rolling around in the grass doing the chicken dance. I'm like, okay, this lady needs like serious help.
Yeah, you call an ambulance.
You got to call an ambulance. Yeah, because and it's just it's not good. We did Sorry RB3 already. That's a good one. And then we'll get back to
My mom never made it up on anything.
Not yet.
She doesn't know how.
All right. Well, again, I haven't gone through Super Chat yet.
She was anonymous for my own safety.
Yeah,
maybe she was.
She wanted to get a Roka dig in.
That's right. Cinescape Sean said greetings SEN family to everyone that's that's right. So thank you. He put in this robot before, which was very nice. David B Music, hello everyone, happy new decade. Just wanted to say hi and best of luck and skills to all the factions this season. So David B does all the music for us. He's going to be doing a theme for the Den. He'll be doing a theme for all the factions that I'm very excited about. So it's get your own theme music, Bonnie. It'll be good. I'll be excited. Okay, Tyler Gosha. Kate, have you ever looked into making those Den patches yet?
Oh no, I haven't. But he did a cool logo, and I was like, I want those as a patch. So and he was like, I'll do it. I'm like, no, you don't have to do it. I'll do it.
Well, we had Bibiani asked me yesterday about when we're putting the merch on, and we're working on it. We just trust me. When we have the announcement, it'll be out there for everybody. Pookie 07, here we go. 0715. Do you think T-shirts will be available for purchase by the time Atlanta gets here? Caitlin and I would love to show support for the Den. Thank you for all that you do. P.S.
Pookie.
Kate is the bee's niece. Do you have somebody in Atlanta?
No, this is Kaylin Rose's.
Yeah, I know, but they said
husband.
they're coming to Atlanta. So
Well, they live out in Mississippi.
yeah, well, they're-
Mississippi? Did I
no,
get
yeah,
that right,
but she's
Kaylin?
asking, but time.
Fuck you, motherfucker, you accuser of the brethren. Hello, you wonderful SEN peoples. I watched the
Look how
movie
they spelled it.
Parasite last night and RB3 was right. That movie is amazing.
Woo!
RB3, I think you should make a shirt for your laugh. I'd buy it.
Yeah. Well, the RB3 thoughts, comments.
Oh
concerns?
yeah, no. I obviously love Parasite. It's
I can't
probably
wait
my
to see it.
favorites. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. We
Bonnie,
talked
it's
about
so
it at
good.
length on my podcast and here.
It's really good. Pookie Owen who said, so look, as far as the T-shirts themselves, we're
Plug.
Yeah, we're working on it. We're working on it. So we will let you know. Hotel Nerd puts in the Schmobot. Jerry Jedi 1994 going to NYC for Ellis's show and the Schmodown, but I don't have a lot of money. What is the best and cheapest way to get around? And how will you get Burnett to the hospital after a guy beats him up? The match. I know people think he's going to destroy him. So look, as far as getting around, the subway, man. Subway is the best way to
Subway.
get around. Yeah, for sure.
Don't bother with taxis.
No, or Ubers. That'll crush you.
I'm scared of the rats. I heard the rats are insane.
Oh God, stop it.
No, silly.
That's only in the height of summer when it's 115
Well, both these
degrees.
guys haven't been to New York. It's their first time. Both.
Don't even worry about the rat. You might see one little baby one, but it's when it's 110 degrees on the
You're
platform.
not going to see any rats.
But pay attention while you're walking and crossing.
That's true.
When you're there's no like, hey, when the lights turn. No, people who cross streets.
Jaywalking
Yeah.
is the thing.
Yeah.
You get a ticket there if you don't jaywalk.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But you
I like
gotta
Oh,
be.
yeah. It's literally the easiest subway system in the world. You go down, even if you just go downstairs and you ask somebody,
Question for
where do I
everyone:
get
Who was
off?
the first celebrity that you saw when you first moved to La that you
I
was
know-
like,
I
wow,
know
I
this.
just saw, oh, hi, Katie, with your bad MILF self, wink, wink.
I'll tell you who the first celebrity I saw when I was out here was Mario Lopez. I've seen him about 20 times since, but I've sat behind him now at movies with my daughter, but the first time I ever saw him I was out here for the UCLA program, and I remember exactly where I was in Westwood, and I said, and I was a big Saved by the Bell fan, so I'm like, holy shit, it's Slater, right?
Well, they're redoing it.
Yeah.
What's that?
They're redoing.
Well, they're not redoing. They're doing like a sequel. It's like a sequel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of. You wouldn't take a part on the Saved by
Yeah.
Bell? Come on, get out
Yeah. Yeah.
of here. Fair enough.
That's what she's
Amazing.
auditioning for tonight.
Didn't you work with
I
Mark
just
Paul?
did the last time I had to leave.
You worked with Mark Paul.
Not NYPW, yeah.
Yeah.
Final season.
Good guy. Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
I've
don't
been
think
to Mario.
I don't think he's doing it. He's
He
got
is.
shows on Fox.
He is. He's coming back to do it. Yeah.
I don't know what they would.
I love the show. What's wrong with you?
Oh,
we
he-
have so many reboots. I just.
But this is not. This is a continuation. This
I
is a
know we
sequel.
have so many continuations.
You don't need it.
We have so much
But don't you think-
original
but
content and writers that are brilliant that need help.
But they're
that
still
are,
doing it. But that's why all this streaming stuff. That's why I always push back against that, because there is tons of that stuff being made, and there's tons of that stuff on Netflix and Amazon that pops up all the time. So when the network is struggling right now, so they have to go back to old faithfuls, because none of the new shit that they're
or
putting
come
out,
up with some amazing, brilliant new.
it'll
series.
go to Netflix and it'll go to Amazon, because all those really new ones, they want the creators want more freedom.
Why Netflix did One Day at a Time? That didn't work.
No, exactly, because it's the network. I think that form of show doesn't work anymore. Like that it doesn't work.
I disagree. I just think it has to be good.
Good for you. You're right. Okay.
So fuck you.
So fuck you. Suge Knight 323 said, just wanted to say hi to these.
Shug.
Wait, did I miss?
should.
Yeah, just wanted to say hi to these beautiful people on SEN. Just wanted to say that this show gets me through the hard times right now. Thank you, Kristian, Kate, Brett, Bonnie, RB3, Winston,
you.
and all the SEN family. Thank you, Suge. You're the best.
I do want to say, like, I'm not going to say what Shook said to me in the message, but he is going through some tough times.
Yeah.
So just shout out to Shook, because he's always in, like,
Yeah, he's a good
everyone's
dude, man.
streams. He's
Yeah.
one of the best dudes ever. And he gives
Shug,
great
I'm
hugs,
sending
so.
you love. Sending you
And
love.
That's a good dad.
He's a good
That
guy.
guy's a good dad.
I'm sending you lots of love because I've been having a hard time too. So I feel you.
Yeah, Hotel Nerd put in a Schmobot. So did Devilman. Kristian Alante, if you guys get a chance this weekend, I highly recommend trying Los Tacos #1. In my opinion, it's the best tacos in Manhattan. That's a good call. I know that Ben's going to
Listen.
So funny.
When you go to New York,
Yeah.
I'm making you do
Bagels.
these things. You're gonna go to Papaya King. You're gonna get a hot dog. It's the best hot dog you've ever had in New York. It's $1.50. You eat it at the window. It's famous, right?
Yeah.
Or Nathan's, famous Nathan's.
I've heard of Nathan's.
They now are in the city. They used to only be in Coney Island.
Right.
Then you're gonna go to Joe's Pizza
or Prince Street.
Pizza, and you're gonna have the best slice of your life. Again, stand at the window, and then you absolutely must go pretty much anywhere and get a bagel.
Yeah.
And just
you got to be careful which bagels though too. I agree that most bagel places.
Pick a
will be
Bagel
okay,
is
but you gotta
amazing.
Yeah, but there's some.
H&H.
I gave him a couple of places because
What are
he's.
some places with very lax security?
Don't worry about it.
Damn it!
Yeah, it was a good joke. It was a good joke. It was a good
You know where
joke.
you go for lax security bagels? To the grocery store, because even they have better bagels than in LA, and you just put a bunch in your pockets and you walk
And
out.
wouldn't you also
That's
say,
nice.
like, no offense to the person who just gave us a taco idea, but you don't go to, like,
New
you
York
don't come
tacos.
from LA.
I never had
Like, well,
Mexican
there's
food
not
in
a
my life
taco.
until I moved to LA.
Yeah, there's
I
not
just
a
didn't.
taco in New York that's
No.
better than what we have in
No.
LA.
I would not go to New York City and not do Italian
Pizza,
food,
yeah.
Chinese food,
Yeah.
and Middle Eastern food, and all
Yeah.
sorts.
Yeah.
And
But we'll go to Prince Street Pizza for sure.
please take them to Papaya King.
I will.
You got to.
Oh yeah.
It's literally that. Sour.
Different.
I said
related to
everyone,
Grace
not just
Papaya?
Mr.
Great- or
Harloff,
Grace
who was
Papaya.
y'all first celebrity
Oh.
that you saw or
Oh,
interact with out here in LA. Plus, I just love making Kitter blush.
Who was the first celebrity you saw?
I actually, so right after I moved out here, my second city teacher passed away back in Chicago. It was this guy, Jim Zulovic, and they had a service for him out here at UCB, I want to say. And it was, for somebody who was coming out here to do comedy, it was like, it was the most disgusting I ever felt, because I was at this man's service, this person that I was genuinely upset to have lost. He was my favorite teacher. But then it was like literally, not literally, I just had it was truly as many like comedic celebrities that I was starstruck in a memorial. It was the grossest, but it was like Steve Carell was there. I mean, it was just, and I was like, oh, I didn't know this was good. It was like a real taste of
Life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was awful though.
I hate to brag, but I had a job at not. I can't even think of the place now, and I ruined that whole
Benny,
thing.
no.
I was going to say
No.
IKEA, but it was a different place. It was that Pier 1 Imports.
Okay. I
Pier
remember
1
that.
Imports. Yeah. Making $6.25 an hour.
They're going out of business.
Living large. And I waited on Patrick Duffy. And I also saw him on several other occasions. I sat next to him during the Streamy Awards one time. I was like one next to him at that. And then some other occasion. He's been my most... And Mario Lopez, I've actually been to several parties with. Yeah. Saw him all the time. Yeah. He who's the gal that... I saw a lot of that crew.
Lark Voorhees.
This is why I'm going to be... Lark Voorhees, yeah.
There you go.
This is why I'm going to be good at the Schmodown, because who's the gal that was in the thing?
Yeah, this is going to be a knockout.
Yeah.
RB3?
I had to look up.
You lived here all your life. Do you remember? Who do you remember? You remember the first person you were kind of starstruck with?
I don't know. I mean, I don't get starstruck. I got starstruck when I met you guys, actually.
That's very nice.
That's the saddest thing I've ever
Ben
heard.
Goddard, how about you? Oh, just scream it out, will you? It doesn't work.
Is it not working?
Oh, there you go.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Like my first job was at Saddle Ranch in WeHo, so celebrities came in all the time. But I think my biggest one was honestly, like, I just was surprised because it was JC from NSYNC, and he was like undercover
JC
with glasses,
Chazet,
and like
yeah.
he was like, "Can I just get a salad?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's him."
Why not?
You kind of are JC.
Were you
from
like,
NSYNC.
God, if I could sing like him, y'all would never see me again.
That's the truth. I believe it.
What about Bonnie?
We said that.
Did we say?
Oh, no, we didn't
No,
say
you
that.
didn't ask. That's fine.
Who's
No,
your
it's
first?
fine. No,
Bonnie's
you
like,
don't
I
have
looked in the mirror and
Yes.
saw
Yeah.
myself.
That's right.
Like,
Who was your first?
My very first was playing. I was an extra in this movie called Playing God with Angelina Jolie and David Duchovny.
Who are they? Sorry, who are they?
And I was like, I walked in this trailer, and this girl was just like covered in tattoos and like had her feet up, and she was like, "Oh, hi," and I said, "Oh, I think I'm in the wrong trailer," and she was so nice. Like, she was like, "Oh no, that's okay. Extras are down this way," and I'd never seen anyone so pretty in my life, and I had no idea who she was. She wasn't anybody yet. She hadn't even done Gia, and then David Duchovny and I played a hooker.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
And then we maybe we went out on a date.
I was just going to ask that. I was going to say, because I felt like, I was like, did you date David Duchovny?
Didn't I?
Yeah.
Okay,
Or you.
so let's.
Did I date David Duchovny?
Maybe for a second.
Okay, that's what I
But my other best story
So
was
you
when-
did have A-listers. Hello.
No, there wasn't any. But I did have a great story where I
Really
waited
avoiding the
tables.
question.
I waited tables on Lisa Kudrow at Finn
Oh, wow.
McCool's on
Before.
Main Street in 1994.
McCool.
I got
Look at that.
Finn
And it was
McCool's.
a big table, and I was so nervous. And I remember thinking, someday I'm going to be on a show just like yours. And I was
Look
like,
at you.
as I was like spilling the tea and coffee everywhere. And then
And you
sure
did it.
enough, I did it, and I told her that when I worked with her.
Oh, that's
She had
cool.
no memory.
So did you ever get on the show?
I did.
Nice job. We're good.
She didn't remember me.
No, that's fine. Review and play. The question is at Ben. What about the first 2 episodes of The Witcher are difficult to get through? I showed it to my girlfriend, who only watches CW Fantasy, like Supernatural. She loved the show. What exactly makes it difficult to get through?
I didn't say it. Literally, like Emma Fife, who's like the biggest champion of this, said that. Yeah. Like she said, like you just got to get through the first 2 episodes and then you're good.
I guess
that's what
it's like
every single review has said. But I've only watched the first one and I liked it.
You
okay.
didn't like it.
I like what's going on. I love the idea, but I cannot listen to him go one more time. What is the choice? I mean, it's too much. It's like the brooding is too one note. Too one note, and I love
needed a Kristian
him.
Harloff to
I
set him
love
straight
him.
on his character.
Absolutely.
I love him, and I love the story, and I love everyone else and the acting fantasy. I'm digging it, but if he just does that one more time,
That's it. You're losing it.
It is
like-
crazy how this show gets brought up every single day, and I feel like we've talked about it once.
I expect him to go. Some people like a crescent blade. I call it a sling blade.
Funky. Cole Medina. I think my favorite part of the Accuser video is when the guy recording, we just did that, right?
Yeah.
He just laughs and try to deal with her. I can relate. Have a good day. Mike asked, Ben, I've been in your corner since day one, but the moment you said only subbed anime, I have now fallen off the Bagel Boy train. Dubbed all the way. Kristian, I am still waiting for my SEN Brett cooking show. Maybe special guest sample dishes. I think a Brett cooking show is something that I would definitely be interested in for sure. I think that's something we could do.
That'd be awesome.
Just need to build
And
out
to
a studio
answer-
with a. What?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. I was gonna say to answer the question earlier about if Brett and I are gonna have a show, I would love to do a show with Brett. I just right now,
It's hard.
while I have little babies, it's just not.
Tough. Plus, she's managing now in the Shmona.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rob
Yeah.
knows nothing. I tagged you on Twitter. Oh, okay, we did that one. It was a Schmobot. Toby Thrawn. I think it's interesting how subbed versus dubbed is really a cultural thing. Germany has a big dubbing culture, so I grew up with American movies in German. German cinema mostly showed either dubbed or original without subs, but not subbed. TV only dubbed. I think watching a movie in English has only really gotten mainstream popular with the internet generation in Germany. Other European countries almost only have subbed American movies in cinemas. It's really interesting.
Have you guys seen Fauda? Anybody Fauda?
Fauda.
The Israeli show. Oh, it's unbelievable.
Is it good?
It's unbelievable.
Is it on Netflix or?
It's Netflix. It's a huge hit in Israel, and it's basically about what do you call the extreme Israel task force? It's the
ISIS?
Oh yes. No.
no, those are the terrorists. It's,
Ugh.
it's the military.
Oh my God.
The Israeli.
Yes, it's called the. Oh, jeez. What?
Sorry, I sound so
know
ignorant.
this. I should fucking know this.
Just think about it. I'm going to read the rest of
It's
these.
the best, one of the best shows I've ever seen, and it's like a
like-
cat and mouse game.
Yeah.
It's one after another, one after
I
another.
know, yeah.
And it's you don't even notice the subtitles.
Okay.
It's that good.
All right.
Edge of your seat.
I don't mind the subtitles. I actually like subtitles. Egg yolked. What about the best Star Wars, The Clone Wars? I don't know what that is. Sorry. I don't
Is
know.
he saying the Clone Wars is the best?
What about the best What about the best episode? I'm not sure. I'm sorry, Egg.
So I'd say yeah.
You
Yeah,
say
the-
yes.
yes to
Okay.
that one.
Toby Thrawn asked, Alex, not underrated, but underappreciated is Jason Inman. He was one of the most hungry players for that IG belt. Oh, Jason Inman was I still think he's the last person to defend the Inner Geekdom Championship. He's the last person to defend it. So he's one of the greats for sure. I would love to get him back, but he's
the
just,
Mossad.
The Mossad.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you.
It's the Mossad going after one terrorist cell, and they're both obsessed with each other, and it is a huge hit there. And I've never watched anything to the point where you are at the edge of your seat. I mean, it's gory,
Yeah.
but they also get to shoot in Gaza, and these two guys are after each other. You don't notice
at all. Yeah.
because you're so invested. It's amazing.
Soggy Mini Muffins and Tim Sim put in Schmobots. Jackson Barber. Never Let Me Go is a very emotional, independent film about clones. It has a really good cast. Keira Knightley. I remember this. Andrew Garfield and Carey Mulligan. I thought it was. That is a good cloning movie. I thought it was just an okay movie, but as far as how heavy it is on clones, I think it's a great example. Garth McMurray. Brett is right from Salon article on casting
Yeah,
Roman Griffin
we know
Davis as
Brett's
JoJo.
right.
What TD capitalized on finding Davis by also casting the actor's twin brother Hari and Gilby as Hitler youth clones, who were then multiplied even more through movie magic. That's right. All right, Brett was right. Ben Goddard can get it. I put it in the Schmobot. Silly buffoon. Hey, you effing accusers. Maybe that's what we are instead. Maybe we're the accusers. Since the Schmodown has brought together Mike and Shannon and also Rachel and Sam, who will be the next couple the Schmodown gods concur? I think Bagel and Bonnie, of course. Oh yeah, well they got to play each other first.
Are
so we'll
Rachel and
see.
Sam still together?
I don't know. I don't know what that. I think they're. I don't. Who knows? Anonymous for my own safety is a schmobot, and then Villanelle. I went on a Hitchcock binge because I've only seen Psycho. What's your favorite Hitchcock film? I love Rope and Strangers on a Train.
Rear Window.
Rear Window. Don't even get me started. Hitchcock is one of my favorites.
Me too.
I had a
Me
whole
too.
class on Hitchcock. Yeah, hey.
Okay, so
We have a lot more in
I
common
was
than
gonna
we
say,
thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Did
is
you
the
do a
new couple
podcast
right
on it?
here.
Say what?
Did you do a podcast
I
on
have
the
not done
podcast
a
on it?
I have not done a podcast.
Ladies
on
and gentlemen, you might have seen him on The Meaning of.
Yeah.
We interviewed him.
We interviewed him, and he is RB3. What's your favorite Hitchcock film, everybody? Birds. For me, Birds.
The Birds is yours. For me, it goes back and forth between Rebecca or his other one,
Virgo.
Vertigo.
Would you put that Hitchcock Slices on the wheel? You've done that before.
I think I've recommended it before.
No, but would you do it on one of your matches?
I would love to.
I don't
yeah,
think
I
a lot of
would kill
people
it.
would know what that, except for me and you.
No, I would kill.
I don't know.
I would literally kill that.
Bibiani's pretty good. Would you
Bibiani.
put
I'd
it?
kill
Would
on
you
it.
put it on it? Put it on a wheel slice. Then, Brett, look out! How would you do on Hitchcock against Bonnie?
Kill it. Man, I'm a cock expert.
Let's just do a John Hughes movies. Slice. Win all
Whenever you see interviews with people that did Hitchcock films, like they call them Hitch.
Yeah.
But I just thought it'd be funny if they were all like, "Yeah, I worked with cock before."
Villanelle, who did that Hitchcock one, plenty of seats. Kristian, did you hear my grumpy old movie schmodown category idea? I'm from Pittsburgh, but I'm going to
this is on
WrestleMania
Monday.
this year in Tampa. I can't wait to see the card for that event. I didn't hear the grumpy old movies. Did you guys? Did you? Hear
Yeah,
what
we
was
were
it?
talking about he said like grumpy old. Oh God. Well, yeah, you'll be able
It
to
was
say
we're talking about which one where they were out to out. It's like we said
Out
gone
to
fishing,
sea,
and
yeah,
that
it was-
wasn't. It was out to sea instead
But
of
anyway,
gone
he was
fishing.
saying it would be like it's an entire category about like grumpy old men.
Yeah.
films, but like
We just
and then
won it with
Alice was
Walter
like,
Matthau.
yeah.
It's vague. Bruce Leroy, Kate. Love that team of Paul Preston and Tom. All the other teams can kiss my Converse.
Thank
People are really
you.
talking about that team.
Yeah, I got to talk with Paul yesterday on the phone, and
He's ready.
I love him.
Yeah, he's great.
I love him, and also, yeah, I love
Tom,
him.
how's Tom? How's
Tom finally responded
Did
to
he?
me.
Yeah.
I think Tom's not acting. I think Tom's as weird as he presents himself.
Which is great.
Yeah, which is great.
That's why he's so popular. Salad,
Yeah.
Von Baco, Pac-Man, Dwayne all have schmobots in there. I think that's everything from Streamlabs. Now I'm going to go over to Super
didn't
Chat.
realize-
Maybe your mom has a Super Chat.
I didn't realize
maybe.
Tom does not live here.
He doesn't?
No.
Where does he live?
Beyond Bakersfield.
Oh, geez. I didn't
Yeah.
know that either until
Yeah.
just now. So, well, at least that we film on the
His
weekend.
address is.
Yeah. So, all right. So, going over to Super Chat, Chris Burke. Kristian, you're going to be watching Royal Rumble this weekend. Any thoughts on a winner for the men's and women's Rumble? I got to be honest, as far as WWE and AEW, I've been a little out of the loop, but Royal Rumble I always kind of tune into because it's my favorite event that they do, so I might check it out for sure. My daughter likes to watch it with me. And now we get to Farhan Moonheim. Performance of the decade. For me, it's Jake Gyllenhaal and Nightcrawler. It's a pretty good one.
The decade.
Decade,
The
though?
decade?
I would say David Oyelowo and Salma.
Selma's pretty good too. But, I do
yeah,
think, even
he's
though
good.
people don't really love the movie, I still think that, and I do like the movie very much. I think that Lincoln.
Oh yeah.
Jeremy
Daniel
Strong.
Day-Lewis.
Jeremy
Well, no,
Strong
no.
was great in that.
That's right. No, Daniel
Daniel
Day-Lewis, of
Day-Lewis,
course. I
yeah.
think Daniel
You
Day-Lewis.
can make an argument for Daniel Day-Lewis and Phantom Thread, almost. if
I
you want to.
never saw that.
Never saw that.
I
That was
haven't.
great.
Never saw
I
it.
heard
That
that's
was
a great
great.
I know
movie.
it's on my
There's an
list.
argument for that one too.
Yeah. Tim Sim also says, piggybacking off that earlier question of dubs, I'd rather listen to dubs of foreign animated films, especially from Asia, than dubs of live films.
I do have to say, because I know I harp on this all the time. I worked on the international side of things. We used to sell the films, and you would sell them the dubbed and subtitled. It had to be one of the two. They could never release just in English, and it really was a cultural thing, country by country. And I don't know if it's about if they had the actor, because think about it. If you've got like Ukraine's Meryl Streep,
Right.
she wants the work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if knowing that Ukraine's Meryl Streep is going to be the person that voices the real Meryl Streep, I don't know. It's it is definitely a country by country thing for
I agree.
sure.
Yeah. This is now from B Skywalker. Says, please bring the schmo down to Denver, Colorado. Always up for new places. B Kursker, how was the dump?
Oh, That question was for you.
B what?
Kursker.
It's that. No, it was how is the dump?
What's B Kursker?
That's
name.
the name.
It's
The
his
name.
Oh, his name, not
Or
my name.
their name.
No,
no,
he
no.
said Pete Kursker. He's asking
Oh.
you how was the dump.
I don't. I
have no
wouldn't
idea.
know.
That's fine.
Unless your 2-year-old had one
Had
in
one
her,
in his
in her
hand and handed it off.
diapers.
Austin Benoff, easily my new favorite channel on YouTube. I love this show, everyone. First time watching live, and I wanted to finally start contributing to SEN Live. Well, thank you,
Thank
Austin.
you.
I really appreciate that.
Yes.
PC, favorite tacos in Los Angeles. There you go. So, well, first thing I will say is that my favorite tacos I've ever had, or favorite place, is in, I always say it, whether it's Torchy's or Scorchy's, whatever, I think it's Torchy's, in Texas. Was amazing. It was really, really good. I loved Torchy's.
Tito's tacos on the way home from.
Mm-hmm. Good stuff.
Yeah, and I know it's not even. I don't know that it's necessarily authentic, but it is just. It's like just a hard shell with fresh meat. We would when we were kidless, we would always go to or from the airport.
And they have a great jingle.
Yeah. You got a place?
They have a jingle.
There was a place in New York that I used to get tacos at. It was this place. It was called the Three Amigos on Bell Boulevard. It was delicious. It
Really?
shut down after a
Never
while.
even. It didn't even enter
I
my
know.
world till I moved to LA.
I understand, but that was the first place I really had. I used to go all the time. This place on Bell Boulevard in Queens. It was called Three Amigos, and I loved it. What was I going to ask you? So do you have a place? Yeah.
I was gonna say Leo's Taco Truck.
Where's that?
It's in like La Brea area. It's near
Okay.
here.
Kogi's is good too. The Kogi truck, obviously.
Yeah. I sort of have that big El Pascador,
I'm not a taco girl.
No, huh? That's for sorry, Kate. So Brandon Ninja. I doubt this is your mom. This is the last super chat here. Always naked or always in unremovable winter gear? You always have naked.
Naked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Naked.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
Yeah, I don't want.
You
have two choices.
Always naked
And
or
this
always
is real.
in
No
unremovable.
matter what you say, this is really going to happen.
Yes.
Okay.
So you always you're always naked or always in unremovable winter gear.
Oh, naked. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
You
So
guys don't worry. The teacher changed the baby's.
good. Back to Streamlabs because there's three left.
Three left.
Funky Cold Medina. I think Brett saying I'm a cock expert is the perfect soundbite. I think so too. It's always sunny in Philly. SEN fam. I'm a little late with this comment, but the best part of the draft, it was hearing RB3 laughing over everyone. It was just classic. Thank you, RB3.
Thank you.
Kate, I'm hoping to meet you in New York. You're hilarious. See
thank
you
you.
all on
You
Saturday.
will meet me.
Wish
You
I-
are hilarious.
Yeah, I wish I could make the SEN show, but I can't. That's okay. Let me ask you: when was the last time you were in New York?
I used to go all the time, but yeah, I haven't been. I mean, we were obviously in Jersey, but we didn't go into the city
Right.
at all. Yeah, no, it's been years.
Okay.
It's been a while. Yeah,
Awesome.
Brett,
yeah.
Last time was when I went with you guys.
I'm sad you're not going.
I know. I am too. I do have FOMO.
Yeah.
And I would get to another free trip to see my sister, but
Yeah, blew it.
yeah.
Pac-Man
I
Dwayne.
actually do love my kids. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fair.
How dare you?
Hey guys, question for anyone on the table: have any of you guys watched Jack Ryan or Bosch on Amazon? If not, both shows are fucking amazing. And Kate, you brighten up my day every day.
Oh,
I'm
that's
just
so
gonna keep
nice.
flirting with you so you can blush.
Who was this?
Pac-Man Dwayne.
Oh yeah, Pac-Man.
Yeah. So
Do I blush? Am I a blusher?
I think
don't
so.
know.
But I have seen the first episode of Jack Ryan, usually the answer to everything that I say. And I liked it from what I saw, but I haven't finished anything else.
My parents love
Jack Ryan.
Bosch.
Oh.
I
know
watched Bosch.
Yeah.
Is it good?
My old detective partner on NYPD Blue, Jacqueline Oberdors, is a new regular in the last 2 years, and she's amazing. I highly recommend it, and it's awesome.
So you
It's-
both
and also
like
it's-
Bash.
I'm going to
Yes.
Sundance with
Both
her
like
this
Bosch.
weekend. She invited me as her guest.
Oh, great. That's awesome. And you've never
I
been,
also-
right?
Oh, yeah, Garden
All the time.
State.
Right.
I realized there was something I wanted to tell you, and I'm just going to tell you on air.
Yeah.
We need you on The Masked Singer. How do we get you on The
I know.
Masked
I would
Singer?
love that.
You
I don't
would
think
be
I'm
so
But I'm
fucking
not
perfect for
big
that.
enough for that. I think you need like really big stars or like big D-list stars. Like there's no in between.
I
pretty
think you're
big.
big enough.
I would love to do that. I would
you'd be
literally.
good
That
at
is
that, yeah.
so much fun.
You would murder.
I think people would be shocked, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
How do we do that?
Aren't you? I
Agents,
feel like you're
man.
friends with Jenny McCarthy.
I'm not.
I feel like you should
Start making some calls right now during the show.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is what I'm gonna.
true.
I'm representing myself
I
at
was
this point.
watching
So
that.
PC says, Kate, get the fuck out. No, I still love you. PC also says RB3. Okay. Andrew Hill, is Roka Oyama match a number one contender match? Oyama needs one. I don't know at the moment. The way that it might work is that Oyama would be a number one for him. That if he wins, he would go on to face the winner of Bateman versus the number one contender, and Roka would probably have to win too. So that's kind of the way it is working right now. Spinning Art, Drunk Brett. be Jar Jar Binks giving Emperor Palpatine his powers? You can do it however you want. Don't worry about it.
What? I'm here. I just got up.
So what about Palpatine, Jar Jar? What do you think?
No, how did he get here?
Perfect.
Mr. Jar Jar, Palpatine.
Hey, very nice, Brett. Very nice.
That one almost made my brain explode. I was just like, Jar.
It helps
Haunted.
that Christian pronounced it so perfectly.
I know I
Jen.
didn't do it good. Haunted. Are any of you really good dancers? And Brett, will you cook for
Yes.
Kate? Back in the day, yeah, I would go. I go a lot.
I'll still murder on the dance floor.
I could slay on the dance.
Yeah, I bet
We
you
better-
and I at a wedding.
I was.
Will someone invite Bonnie and I
Yes.
to your wedding?
Yes.
That is
True.
one of my
Yes.
favorite things to do is
Dance
to
at a
dance.
wedding? Yeah.
Dance at a wedding. It's just the
That's
best.
fun. Yeah.
Hey, maybe we need to have
Are you
a
gonna cook for
dance off.
Kate also?
I'll cook for Kate.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get
actually do
to.
need
So
to
that
do
was everything that we hit so far on Streamlabs and Super Chat. I would like to get to some of the news stories now that we can.
We also have a den announcement. Not really
what's
an
your announcement?
Well, no. Well, first of all, we have one announcement,
Yes.
which is we have a new team on the den.
the one that I texted you last night about.
Yeah.
Oh, you
But
can't
thank-
talk
Well, I'm
about
not
that.
gonna. Yeah. But
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna say right now. Well, there's two things. One is we have a new team: Ben Goddard and Rachel Silverstream.
That's official.
Oh.
That's
Okay.
official.
Okay.
I'm excited.
The other is we also have an open spot on the den now.
Right.
Oh.
So last night, Diane Amajan, who is a very, very potentially great competitor, she is a working writer and she works on a lot of television
And what
shows.
a brain. Yeah.
She's brilliant, and that's why I wanted to get her involved since 2017 and or 2016 when I spoke to her recently. She said I'll be available, and lo and behold, she got a job. She's gonna be gone. She's gonna be out for a long time. So she last night we texted and she told me, she's like, I just in good conscience can't commit to the whole season because I'm gonna be writing. So she's going to be out at the moment, and she told me if she could get the thing is because of the open spot. If she comes back, she'll be a free agent now, obviously,
Right.
Because Kate is going to exercise this open spot. So you ready to know who you're going to pick?
No,
Oh,
I don't.
okay.
I think there's part of me that wants to wait and see who does the best at the free for all that is unrepresented.
Oh,
but
okay.
I don't know how many people we're going to
Be
have in the free for
unrepresented.
What?
How many people in the free
That
for all will be?
will be.
Right.
Yeah, I know. It seems like probably most people will be
Yeah.
represented.
Those
so.
tickets for free for all going on sale pretty soon. By the
got
way, I know
some
a
other
lot of people have been
ideas.
asking. So, all right. So let me see if there's any more questions. Oh, this is PC. Hearts to RB3. Kate, I'll teach you where the good tacos are at. Well, there you go.
I understand.
Chris Burke. Hey, Bonnie. I want to let you know that I love watching you, and you are in one of my favorite shows of all time on the OC, and you are just absolutely gorgeous.
Oh,
Yes.
Look at Chris.
thank you.
Look at Chris.
Thank you, Chris.
Good job, Chris. See, that's how you do it. Pac-Man Dwayne, Bonnie, you watch your mouth. You're a big star. You're bigger than I am. So I'm going to make some calls and put you on the Masked Singer. But I guess I got to watch the dumb show when you're on it now.
Oh,
Please
man.
do. Honestly,
Really fun show.
that is like a bucket
very
list
fun.
thing I would love to
You'd
do.
be good on that show.
I really would.
It's a
All right,
fun
so-
family show.
It is.
So fun, and it's also so surprising when people you can't
Right.
believe.
Blaine Brady.
Yeah.
It's not fair
Yeah.
that one person can have that
Yeah.
much talent.
Yeah, no, he's ridiculous.
Oh.
Ben, so give me one story that was worth talking about today.
Oh. Netflix.
Bad Robot is in
Oh,
development
right.
with Warner Brothers, talking about Justice League Dark. Now, this project has been bounced around forever with directors like Guillermo del Toro and Doug Liman. So hopefully this gets done, because I feel like this would be a really interesting angle, like how Sony's doing Morbius. This could be their, like, they've tried, with the Mummy and stuff like that, but this is a different Dark Justice League, and with characters like Swamp Thing, Deadman, Zatanna, Etrigan, and John Constantine. Which Swamp Thing, even though it got one season, was really popular in DC Universe.
Yeah.
Everyone loves Constantine, and Zatanna has been like a Justice League favorite forever. So I feel like if they did this right, and I like Bad Robot as a production company, this could be good. What do you guys think?
I think that it could also be good. I think that J.J. Abrams doing this makes sense. I think that you want to tackle some big properties right away in his new deal. So, and I think that it's something that's been, like you said, Ben, it's been rumored for a while. So now why not get J.J. Abrams on board to start to develop these particular projects? But Bonnie, J.J. Abrams people thought because of his work with Lucas that okay, well, Disney's obviously going to get him the deal. And he didn't go to Disney. He went to Warner Brothers, and it was a massive deal. He's the big commercial guy right now. This makes sense for him. Yes? No?
Yeah, I think so. Totally makes sense. I mean, that's what he's good at.
Yeah. Are you J.J. Abrams fan?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm a J.J. Abrams fan back from the television days.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I auditioned for those shows and loved them.
Yeah.
Alias and Lost. Like I remember meeting him, so many times. Such a nice guy.
Yeah. And Kate, do you have any horse?
No, I don't have any horse in this race, but I am a big J.J. Abrams fan.
Yeah.
And I also like, I know.
I also like the way he uses the same people all the time. Like Greg Grunberg is a friend of mine.
Yeah, he's really, they're really tight, those two. Yeah.
Yeah. He's just, and he's just a great guy.
RB3, how do you feel about all this?
Yeah, I'm a little more critical of J.J. Abrams, but I'm excited to see where he does it. I like Warner Brothers. I think they've done a great job. When you look at the top 10 movies thus far in 2019, the top 8 are all Disney films. But when you look at the bottom 2 is Joker and It Chapter 2. So obviously Warner Brothers is still like the only studio that's really having the dog in the fight in the competition with Disney right now. So I'm hoping to see what they do next. I'm hoping that they do incorporate more of like a interesting independent route for these DC movies. Maybe Justice League Dark is their way and their avenue of creating something that differentiates themselves from like the Marvel properties.
Right.
We just saw Scott Derrickson leave for Doctor Strange because they wouldn't let that horror kind of vibe
Do his
go.
own thing, right?
Yeah, maybe a Bad Robot Productions will be the avenue for him to maybe do a Justice League Dark instead of a Doctor Strange. So
Yeah.
maybe
Well, JJ's definitely going to have a lot more freedom to do what he wants to do. That's why, because if you look at what with Star Wars, he definitely wants to do what he wants to do, and you let him do his thing. Otherwise, you don't get J.J. Abrams because he's
and whether you like JJ or not, it's he's definitely the one guy in Hollywood. He's like the Nolan. He's like the like the Jordan.
He's got the
Peele.
name.
He has the name.
Yeah.
He has the name appeal to his name. So
But he's kind of a face director.
He is a face
right?
director. Okay, so I think that's it for today, ladies and gentlemen.
Although, can we real quick talk about the Netflix numbers?
Oh yes, go
that
ahead.
is
Go
so
ahead.
crazy. So there was
Bring that up.
This article is interesting because Netflix has put out so much good content, and we talked about like their most popular things of 2019, but we never know what they actually do. Like when Bird Box came out, they said, "Oh, this would have rivaled the biggest movie of September if it was released in theaters," which isn't true because people wouldn't go out to the theaters; they can just click on it. So it's still pretty murky, but it's starting to sound like a view for Netflix.
Oh, just went out. I'm sorry.
Perfect.
A view for Netflix is now only. It used to be if you watch 70% of the.
Now it seems like it's only 2 minutes.
You only have to watch.
It's
2
only
minutes.
2 minutes, so you could literally
It could just
now,
be autoplay.
Yeah,
making you
there's the
watch
thing
it.
is that especially now they literally give you 5 seconds to stop autoplay. That automatically gets a play, and that happened with Facebook, and that's why journalism almost died because of Facebook. Because like when you're scrolling and you have autoplay on your Facebook, just the video starting would count it as a play.
Can we get rid of Facebook forever?
No, it helps me promote the show.
That's right.
Yeah, let's find
And
other ways.
so, just seeing this, it says like Klaus, who's nominated. There you go. It says it was said that it was watched by 40 million households in its first 28 days, or more accurately, 40 million households watched at least the first 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Not the first 2 minutes, just like 2 minutes.
Yeah, it does seem like the
overall.
same kind of
It
algorithm.
just seems like it just seems like.
So who really watched
shady.
Bird Box? I guess is the question.
No one.
I sure
Did you?
but yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I heard you can even cut the time in between down. You can make it less than 5 seconds. Is
And
that
now
true?
they have sped up. You can watch movies at like 1.25
Yeah,
or 1.5
that's
speed,
so
which is
annoying.
ridiculous.
What?
Messing with the filmmaker like that, I'm
Well,
so
they do that on
against
YouTube
it.
too.
Also, true or false? Was Klaus the name of one of the clones in
That
Jojo
was
Rabbit?
one of your favorites. Yes.
Klaus!
Anyway,
Klaus, get your brother Laos!
What I was gonna say is that I mean it is the same way. They do have the same kind of thing in YouTube,
gotta see
especially
it.
if you watch the first five minutes or whatever. But it's also the same in music. Like if you listen to a song, if you listen to like the first 20 seconds or the first 30 seconds of it, it counts as a stream too.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, I mean I guess they're just adopting more of a
Yeah, they're saying it's going
proportional.
more towards more like a streaming.
Yeah, people's attention spans are pretty.
You know what
short.
I'm gonna do by myself? Go on a date to see 1917 alone.
why don't you
17,
borrow it?
19.
You want to see it in the theater?
Yes.
Why don't you go with Ben?
I'm gonna see it in the theater.
RB3.
Yeah.
Are we too? Yeah.
That'd be a real fun date.
I mean I'm just
Watching
trying
Yeah,
to,
really
World
fun.
Did you ever
War
see
One.
Star?
World
Doesn't
War
she say he has
One.
to ask me, right? Is that what you said? Did you say he has to ask me? Is that what you said? Or no?
I think men should ask.
You don't go on a first date to a
Although
movie.
who am I kidding? I mean, like I haven't fucking asked millions of times. No, I want to see it because I want to see it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You want to be left alone.
Yeah, I know. I want to be left I want to be left
I don't
alone.
blame you.
So real quick, so I don't get in trouble, I want to point out to my mother, I did give Kristian, it's right behind Ben, the Star Wars wrapping paper. She always is
thank
thinking.
you so much. Very
She's
nice.
always thinking of things like that.
Kristian, can you give a shout out to my mom, Maureen, who's been listening and tell her
trying to
Maureen, I love
and
her.
hasn't written, but tell her that you love her.
She knows that I love her. I love always. We're friends on Facebook. See, if I got rid of Facebook, I wouldn't be friends with your mom anymore.
Yeah.
See, that was an argument. That wasn't like a nice, lovely
Yeah.
thing to say. It's like we turned into a fucking argument.
It was an argument. It was very
These
nice.
two.
I love your mother. She's
Hello,
very
Maureen.
Nice. Hello, Maureen. Nice to see you. Yeah. Even though I can't see you.
Even though
You
we'll
can
try
see
to
me.
figure out how you could write in. I'm gonna get so much crap for the F-bombs.
Oh,
well, it's part of the show.
This was a dirty one today. Yeah. This was pretty.
Hit
My
us.
mom
Hit
is
it
at home.
again.
And I'm feeling it. I'm feeling dirty today.
Motherfucking accuser!
Perfect. All right, RB3, hit the music.
Sorry for talking about your daughter taking a poop.
RB3, you're the best.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Make sure you get those tickets. SEN Live. This is my last show today, Kate's last show, but we will be there on Friday at the New York Comedy Club. East
Everybody
Village.
go see them.
Go to get those tickets. And Mark Ellis's comedy show, 2 for 1, ladies and gentlemen. Go and check that out. And then the Schmodown tickets. Put in Bloodbath. Get 20% off. The Schmodownlive.com. Don't forget to do it. Follow Bonnie Somerville. Follow Brett and Kate and Ben and RB3 and the whole damn crew. We are going to have a great time. One more show tomorrow, both backstage and SEN Live with Roka hosting. So check it out, you rats, you mother effing accusers. We'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, now tell me exactly where it is. My phone is dead. I can tell where to go.
Accuser of the fucking brethren, you motherfucker!